All right, I'm going to make Alex do a warm-up question since he was last here.
Gave you a Red Bull.
I mean, come on, give him a break.
He's not doing the recap. In fact, you've brought it up twice. You're going to do the recap. Alex, roll a D100. That's the Red Bull talking right there.
Yeah, right.
Decisive.
57.
I don't know if I should ask you this.
Just
one.
ask him.
Just do it.
It's weird. The player character to your left,
Merritt.
admits that they're passionately in love with you.
Nice.
How do you respond?
That's great.
Oh, this is awkward.
I told you.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He's waiting.
Well, there would definitely be an awkward silence. Probably followed by a what?
Excuse me.
And a casting of Dispel Magic.
Oh.
And
In true Artigan style.
Do you have Modify Memory?
no, but I have Wish, so
There you go. You can fix all things.
yes.
I wish you were not in love with me.
Merritt, all of a sudden you look kind of like Alana.
More than one way to wish that wish.
True polymorph. There it is.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
Merritt's a
no.
coin.
Is there a hole in it?
Oh, no.
You could just make him Moana.
Yep.
Although you do keep your alignment. If your personality, though, is in love with him, that kind of works out in the end.
Mm-hmm.
These warm-up questions are getting strange.
That was awkward.
Yeah, where
I
did you
love it.
find this list?
I just found a
It's like a
D100
bad
list,
anime.
and I've been using
We're
the
coming
same
around to
one.
the end and shit's getting strange. The writers are out of good stuff. It's getting weird.
Writer strike.
That's right.
Yeah.
I went on writer
Game of
strike at
Thrones
session
is-
20. It's like, you guys threw all my work into the garbage. I'm done.
Every time we got the chance. That's how it works.
You're going to see what happens as it continues.
Oh, God.
It gets worse and worse as things start spiraling out of control, and then you go to hell.
Here are the things you didn't
You've
fix.
already been there.
We were
Done
trying to funnel towards resolution. Instead, we stepped on that explosive trap and scattered to the wind. And now we have Deloran is killing us from the inside.
Sorry.
A major devil is roaming the earth.
With the book to turn him into a god.
So speaking of that stuff, let me just do a quick recap in true Matt fashion, which is going to take a half hour. So we began.
I could do it much faster.
In the Citadel of the Sun, we first met.
Shoot, you're going to have to.
Okay, so here's the deal. We started off. Where did we start? Give me a starting point, Brian.
He just did.
It all blends together. In the
I was
Citadel of the
talking.
Sun.
I was talking all the way back in the beginning.
Aw.
Art Dragon eats the Lady Wizard, and Gaziel shows
yeah.
up as Gabriel.
So this is
Those
what
are the two
happened. So
things.
Art and
Raphael.
yep, thanks. I want to say Garavan. Sorry. Art and Raphael were in the. They started off in
Shadowfell.
thank you, and they were beating the shit out of a bunch of cultists, right?
Nerull's cultists.
Yeah, Nerull's cultists. So then they win. Okay, they come back. As they're showing up back at the Citadel on the way back, Merritt shows up with Gaziel, who turns himself into this nice-looking guy Gabriel after making some poor clerk basically shit his pants and have a heart attack. They kind of walk around Citadel for a while. Everything's cool. You know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They're talking, hanging out. Merritt gives Sean back his eyes with regeneration, which is kind of awesome. Let's see. Cooper shows up, goes to talk to Merritt on the roof. Gaziel's out on the town. Cooper thinks everything's cool. Him and Merritt have a little talk. Merritt unknowingly seals his own doom by talking about how by any means necessary. Oh, and Cooper's little lackey, the Deva, Cushiel, kind of wants to beat the shit out of Merritt. And so Cooper's like, we got to do it. They beat the shit out of Merritt. Gaziel shows up. He's very mad. Cooper makes a deal with Gaziel. Poorly, I might add. They get Merritt's mother, Gloriosa, to come back from the weird dimension. Yeah. With the book. Gaziel takes the book. Leaves. Totally has the book. Cooper goes part of the deal was that Cooper said, I'm going to get you the Tower of the Gods, and I'll either put you in charge of the city or at least get you ownership of it. So he goes to talk to Yor. Merritt shows up first, tells Yor all about how much Cooper is like a smarmy ass that's betrayed everybody. There's a trap when Cooper shows up. Merritt turns to the guys in T-Rexes. Cooper again beats the shit out of Merritt in order to break his concentration, beats it out of him. It's cool. Yor teleports out with one of his advisors. Gaziel shows up and is like, now I am going to fuck your face up. And Cooper freaks out and teleports away to Riverstorm. Bam. Game. That's what it was.
That wasn't too bad.
I mean, I had all the highlights, right?
Yeah.
All right.
You're under Magnus Monroe's control. That's why you're acting so funky.
Yeah, because I got
Gaziel,
mind fucked.
Gaziel is Merritt Everlight's father. Bum, bum, bum.
The devil.
Yeah.
Artigan's girlfriend.
The
He turned into
devil.
a coin. Is there a hole in it? We're
Art
good.
devil.
Garavon
Is
fell
dead.
in a batch of bleach and is now Sir Whitey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raphael.
Basically,
Right.
we're good.
Did you mean to say
Raphael.
Garavon? Okay.
He was Garavon, fell in the bleach.
Cool.
That's where we're starting, boss.
I'm thinking about it.
So a mixture of Garavon and Raphael would be Garafel. Right?
Garafel. Yeah, I like it, actually.
Raphael.
Raphael.
I'm still deciding who I'm going to start with for pacing.
I mean, you could leave me. We all know what happens to Cooper next.
Do things smartly, Cooper.
I'm gonna start
Immediately.
None of that.
Raphael and Artigan. Now, I was talking to Matt a little earlier about this. Did you guys take a short rest?
We never
I
said
thought
we
you
did.
I don't think we stopped. We kept basically following these two around, and we were always like an hour behind, so we
I
were
think
always
he's
just...
talking about right when we got to, right after the battle, we went to Dirinor's and gathered everybody.
I don't think we did. I think we
didn't.
teleported
We
out
just
right
went
away.
boom, boom.
That's what I wanted to know. Raphael, you get a message in your mind. You guys were going to the stables to find some horses to
Chase us
Deloran,
down.
I think.
We were following Merritt out,
Okay.
following him to the tower.
Right.
Did you see him get to the tower?
I don't think we ever made a perception check
Mm-mm.
to see if we saw him. We were going outside, and then
We knew where he was going.
yeah,
Did you?
did we?
Oh, I don't think we did.
I think that's why I was looking in the sky for him, but he was going the same speed we walked, so I think that if we went outside, we would have been able to see him.
I think that would be accurate. Roll a perception check, though, because your perceptions aren't high enough to just see him from where you were.
I'll use a luck right off the bat. This is great.
I got a natural 20.
I got a natural 1, so one of my lucks
Oh.
is cocked.
Not a 1?
Yeah, 15.
Not a 1 is enough. Because he got a natural 20, which counts as 2 successes for a group check.
Not a 1.
You do see Merritt fly outside the Citadel window and towards the tower as you're headed back to the Citadel. You cross paths, but he's like 80, 90 feet in the air at that point. You head towards the stables. You get a message in your mind. Raphael, to the Citadel. We need help immediately. Healer's Hall. And then it cuts out, and it's Roan's voice.
I immediately shout to Artigan, we need to get back to the Citadel. Healer's Hall. Right
Okay.
away.
You're near the Citadel. You're not actually that far away.
How far? Like 500 feet?
Just say yes.
I'm gonna say yes, but god damn it, Artigan.
Yep. I grab his shoulder and we do dimension door.
Goodbye, horses.
I didn't even get to the horse.
Oh, well.
We're headed that way. All right, cool. It's like there's two ways they can get in here. I was thinking about it. Through the window that's broken, through the door. No. Thanks, Artigan.
You're welcome.
All right. This is a lesson to anybody who dabbles in high-level powers. Your DM is ornery. He's like, oh, yeah?
Don't give your DM Red
You
Bull
should have.
before
Yeah, you should have given him the 12-ounce
like a
sugar-free.
fucking gremlin rule or
Roll.
something.
Wrong.
I mean, Art can handle this without a problem. Raphael doesn't even need to be there.
Raphael, Artigan. You look behind you as you teleport into the middle of this hall. There's a couple benches and beds that have been pushed to the sides of the walls where they were helping people that were injured or hurt. Raphael. You turn around and you see Shanir.
The Dirt Wizard, I fucking knew it.
It's nice of you to join us.
That evil fuck.
How are you doing, Chanel?
I want the tome. You look over and you see two grotesque-looking creatures. I did not mention those yet. That's probably the first thing that catches your eye when you hit the room, though. And that's why you didn't see Shanir right away. One has two heads that are kind of pushed and melded inside of its body. It has these long, long tentacles at its sides, and on each end of the tentacles are a harpoon-like end, like a spear. The other creature, standing over here, it's not actually a Fomorian. It is very thin and lanky. It has these large, large webbed hands, and the fingers come to a sharp point, like claws. Its mouth goes really wide when it starts to open its mouth, and it stretches from chin to the top of its head normally as it stretches its mouth up. Its whole head kind of shifts with it. It's a gross, fleshy, pink, purple-like color all over its skin. I don't want there to be trouble. And I don't want to have to kill anyone.
Fucking Dirt Wizard.
So then what does the meaning of this?
It's becoming a little too late. I need the tome now.
That is impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
And what would you use the tome for?
It's not about using it. It's about preventing you from using it.
I have no reason to use this tome. It's not for me to use.
It's not for anyone to use. Soon all the gods will have left. There will be no one left. And Nerull will take over everything.
Oh, he's a Nerulian ass, mate.
So it was you.
It wasn't just him. You hear some footsteps walk through the door behind him. And you see this tiefling who has this nice, large red bird on her shoulder. A phoenix. Amorosa.
How long? How long have you been planning this?
A very, very long time, Raphael.
I look over to Roan.
He's in the corner, but you can see him. He's sitting on one of the benches that's shoved against the wall, and he has his arm around Gloriosa. He's not talking.
Do I see my retainers there?
You don't.
I take a quick glance at Art again.
Don't do anything you'll regret, Artigan.
Do it.
Why would you think I would do anything I would regret?
So what? We hands the tome over. You think we would just hand it over? We don't even have it.
Then we will get the tome.
Do you know who has it?
You know who hasn't. One of you four that went to the Evermere. I saw you go.
It was given to Merritt, and Merritt had it safely hidden away. He said that he would not be able to retrieve it.
He starts walking over this way towards the hostages.
So where is he now?
He'll start making his way here.
I step in front of him.
Okay. You step in front of him as he takes a few steps.
Not one step closer.
Where is the Amorosa?
Amorosa? This one will work. Walks in from the back room, and this is a little room that's kind of like an office area. You do not want to do this, Raphael.
First things first. Let my friends go, and we will begin to talk.
Maybe we will let one of your friends go as a gesture of good faith. And then we will talk. Let the blind one that can see again go. He got the eyes back after I burned them out of his head. Out of the way, Raphael.
You will not go any closer to them.
Or what will you do?
I am prepared to die.
Are you prepared to die as well, Artigan?
I don't know what I'm prepared for. This is getting really weird right now.
And if you die, you'll just be part of Nerull's army. Is that what you want? This can all be over quickly.
Dude, hike up your kill. Kick
He
his
takes a
ass, see
step
that?
around you.
I'll let him go by.
He disengages carefully around you. He walks over to where Brother Sean is against the wall, and he'll lead him out the door. And then he closes the door behind him. These are those large double doors that go to the healer's hall.
Did he go out the door with him, or did he just have him go out and then shut the door behind him? Okay.
He did not go with him. He'll be over here.
How many people are left over there?
4. Roan, Caleb, Gloriosa, and Darnella. Her aide, her helper. He'll walk back over to them. He's right here. Caleb, the one that's whimpering. He grabs him by the collar and lifts him up a little. Let us begin. And he pulls out a dagger. The tome now.
There is no possible way for me to give you the tome now. And I do swear.
Make a way.
What, are you going to give me a timeline to find this?
Oh. Yes. The blood from Caleb's throat drips down. He gurgles slightly. And then he drops him. Caleb's body slumps to the ground. Gloriosa puts her head in her hands. She doesn't scream. Darnella looks away and starts crying. Roan remains stoic. Shall we go again? These creatures that you see near you, give me an arcana if you're trained. There's been enough time to think about it.
23.
Oh,
Natural 1.
you have no idea. This is not a group check. You're not talking with each other. You're not bouncing ideas off each other. You have no clue what these things are. Artigan, you're pretty sure you've heard of them. You've never seen them, although you've been to the Shadowfell. You think these are probably Sorrowsworn. Creatures that have succumbed to the madness of the Shadowfell. Creatures that were once human.
Are they under
transformed.
his control or no?
Probably if they're here. Or hers. Emerosa.
Can I try to stealthily step in between or on the other side of a pillar so she can't see me?
It wouldn't be stealth. She's looking right at you.
Okay.
You would just be walking.
Okay. I'll walk over in that way.
As you start walking, do not go anywhere, Artigan. You will stay right where you are at. She'll interrupt you as you take 5-foot step this way. Do you stay?
Oh, I was talking about moving more towards me. I want to block the vision with the pillar.
You get 5 feet before she interrupts you. You can continue moving.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. And once I'm out of her view, I'm going to try casting Dominate Person on him.
Okay. On Shanir?
Yep.
As you start moving, she'll start moving to match. Do not go any further, Artigan, or we will have trouble. Do you want trouble? She moves up to the side of the pillar to keep sight of you. We know you, Artigan, and your tricks and your abilities. Don't think we haven't studied our opponents.
So where is she and where am I?
You'll be kind of going this way, right? And she'll just be right by the pillar. Raphael is still where he's at. Her phoenix lifts up into the air, and it's going to go purchase its feet on a tall torch sconce that's up near the top of the ceiling to get a good bird's eye view of the room. Let us discuss how you're going to do this thing for us.
Who says I've agreed?
Shanir walks over to the next person.
Okay, I'm gonna just try casting Dominate Person on him.
As he starts walking,
Yep.
roll your initiative.
Man, took you guys long, huh?
10.
Artigan.
18.
As you start walking, she'll yell one more time. Do not do that. And as you start casting, she'll go to counterspell.
Can I counterspell or counterspell?
You can counterspell her counterspell.
I will counterspell or counterspell.
All right. Starting with Artigan, and then we're going to the top. You're starting this off.
Yep.
Dominate person. What kind of save?
Let's see. Dominate Person is a Wisdom save at disadvantage.
Oh, man.
He doesn't even notice what you're doing.
I'll use luck to have him reroll one.
His best one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it's disadvantage.
Yeah. It's
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's the lowest one. What's your save?
Let's see.
19 or 20?
Well, I have his +6.
20? Oh, more than
Yeah, it'd be 20.
yeah, 20.
It'd be 20.
Mm-hmm.
He would not save. He saves. But now he knows what's going on. He turns around, and we're going to start all the way from the top now. You kicked it off.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a little switch over, guys. For this, two things. I'm going to ask everyone to leave except Merritt.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
man.
We're not supposed to know.
Yeah, this is unprecedented territory.
This
Whatever.
is cool.
This
No,
is
I kind of
cool,
like it.
dude.
This is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, go get your bio breaks in.
Yeah, right. Time to smoke.
Merritt. The last thing you remember is when you were in the Tower of the Gods. You were on the topmost floor, there to speak with Yor. You were warning him that Deloran was coming, and he was coming for vengeance, and that he had betrayed everyone at the Citadel. You made the guards, Tyrannosaurus Rexes, in this small little room, and they went to take on Deloran, who ignored them to swing his sword down upon you in a fury and a fire. And everything went black. And while you're in that black and you're in that void, you feel the fire burn within you. You feel the fury. You feel Gaziel by your side. Every time you were hit by an attack, you felt that flash, that fury, that fire, that protection of your dad.
Like the Father's Day episode.
It is the Father's Day episode. Good call. You are waking up from what seems like a dream. Everything's black, fading into light, into black, fading into light. Your head feels like it's splitting, it's pounding, it hurts. You start to blink. You see bright light. It's blinding. You close your eyes, you blink again. And you can see that you're in a small chamber, a stone room, full of different valuable, magical, and normal armors and armaments and trinkets and wonders spread around the entire room. But it looks like they've been organized. A lot of the armors are put together or collected in little piles of their own. A lot of the trinkets are hung up on different hooks that are in the walls. Room's not too big, but it's big enough to have a small army's worth of equipment in here. Small. You look over and you see, sitting next to you, Gaziel. His back is against the wall. There's some spot that has been cleared out, and all the armors and all the things in the way have been shoved to the side. And he is in the form of Gabriel. The dark brown skin, the thin mustache and goatee. Looks like in this circumstance, he's put a little more hair on his head, very short. Everything's perfectly trimmed. His eyebrows are pretty sharp. And he looks over at you. You feel this taste in the back of your throat of some kind of potion that you had been given. You can feel it still trickling down.
Oh, where am I?
We are in the Tower of the Gods, Merritt. I am sorry for what's happened to you. In my fervor in being back in the prime material, I may have been a tad overzealous.
What do you mean?
I have ambition, Merritt. I want things, and I am used to taking what I want. You know this about me. You share my mark. You know me, I know you. And you are my son. I have to admit, I have somewhat of a soft spot for you.
What does your ambition have to do with where we are now?
I saved you now since I have been back 2 times already. Both times from Deloran.
Yeah, something's happened to him, or he's really upset about me bringing you here. I don't know. But I haven't even...
You know, when you were unconscious the first time I came and saved you, he made a deal with me. He wanted the tome. He got the tome to come back to the prime material. He wanted to use you to get it. And here we are. He wanted this tower in exchange for the tome. He said he would get me this tower, and I would get him the tome. I have the tome. This is true. He hasn't gotten me the tower. And I can't say that it's something I want. Although I would love to rule in the skies and to be king of this city. In my first day here, I've already made a mark for myself, probably too much.
You do stand out a bit.
Yes. I have put some thought into this, Merritt. I haven't had a lot of time to think about it since I've possessed this artifact. What are your thoughts of the tome? Of everything that's going on in Lothrun, of the world?
Well, I don't know why the gods are fleeing or leaving or being taken. And so I don't know if anyone who uses this will be of any consequence in the celestial realm. But the fact that Monroe wants it so badly, the fact that Cooper wants it so badly, I mean, he's probably my best friend. Or he was until today.
That is not a friend indeed.
I didn't even... I don't know. I think we have to do anything we can. I tried so hard to get the tome away.
There's something he's not saying to you. And you can tell he's purposely avoiding it. As you're talking about this.
Do you know of any other way we can get this mess out of everyone else's hands?
I
could just throw it into the void between the planes.
I like the way you think, Merritt. You are of my blood. I've been thinking about this, and although I could use this tome and ascend to the heavens, something you say very often, you are what you choose to be. That's not true. Not for me. I was created, Merritt, by Asmodeus himself. I was made who I am. I was made with my ambitions. I was made with the way I view the world and the way I view everything. That is me. But you, on the other hand, that's true for you. It's not something that angels or devils can share. It is a very worldly ambition.
It's the only way to keep... And I've been able to keep myself from being a monster.
Yes, you have. He sits upright and smooths down his robes. And he reaches in to the inseam of his robe and he pulls out this ancient-looking tome. But when he does, it's still invisible. He's holding on to a book that you can't see, but you know is there. He casts a spell and it's dispelled. And now you can see it.
Seems like all our work at hiding that has finally come undone.
You did a good job. And it was undone by Deloran. I did have a thought. I've actually written something up. He pulls out a big sheet of paper from the tome. And he holds it over to you, and it is a contract. Written out, the ink is fresh. And you start reading it. You have a passive investigation of what?
16?
You can just tell it's a contract about the tome and exchange. I've said I've thought about using this, and I could, but I do know the problem. I am what I am. I would want to share the same profiles, the same patterns and domains that Nerull has already taken. There would be a conflict, and he would probably win. He's probably stronger. He's been doing this a long time. But the one thing that we've learned, I say we, but it's you because I get all this information from your head. He didn't kill any gods. I don't know if he could. They've just been leaving, and he's been absorbing their patterns. The ones the easiest to absorb from him were death, fate, winter. He knows these things. Those were his patterns originally. They were the strongest for him. However, you have some very strong traits about yourself, Merritt. You've grown up like this. You've learned. And you look through the contract and you can see that there's a lot of verbiage and wording that is very tightly sealed contract. No loopholes that you can tell. In exchange for the tome, if you ascend. There's also a little bit in there about a piece of his own world. He wants the Riddell Isles, and you start reading through that paragraph. You have a problem. There's a cult there. I'll take care of that problem. I'll retire in the prime material, and you'll make that mine. And I'll reside there to the end of my days. In return, I'll give you the tome. You can ascend. You'll become Merit of the Skies.
And I'm scanning back and forth. Does it say that I have to ascend?
Yes, very specifically.
Don't you think my mother would be more suited to this? She's everything good about me.
You are born for this. But you have to make the choice. I can't make it for you. If you don't want to, I'll leave, and I can't protect you forever, especially from Deloran. I signed a contract with him already that says I won't kill him. Unfortunately, because I would really like to. But I will leave, and I'll leave with the tome, and I will figure something out, something else. He kind of shifts around, he puts his hand down where there is a piece of armor, and it clatters to the ground.
I have never been strong enough to save the people I want to save.
And you won't be. I have a feeling that if you do take to the heavens, that you will absorb the patterns, so Nerull won't. But you'll have to lay low. You'll have to hide, and you will be the true Dawn Keeper. You may never carry the full light for thousands of years. But if you can carry the dawn, that might be enough. A sliver of hope. Just like when the sun rises, a sliver of light.
So you really think that I could maybe... I'm not good at the bigger picture or the greater good that Cooper always was talking about.
Well, I wouldn't take everything he says to be truth.
I'll do it.
He pulls out another contract. He shows it to you. It's old. Very old. Some of the edges are torn and worn. It's dirtied and stained. But the first thing that strikes you is, at the bottom, signed, Gaziel, and the other signature, Ramiel, both in blood.
What is this?
This was our contract 15 years ago. It's of no matter now. The only thing that matters is this, and he just rips it in half from the top and the bottom. It's where it's just the signatures at the bottom. The blood.
Oh.
He hands you the parchment. He shows you the contract. Dink! He stabs himself with a sharp piece of the armor that his hand was near. And he signs the contract.
I have no shortage of blood on me. Do you know how to do this? What does it look like? Do I get to say goodbye to anybody? Do I get to...
I don't think so. It's probably easier that way. He finishes writing his name in blood. Dots the I. And he hands you the contract to sign. You can tell there's still something he hasn't said.
I am not particularly deceptive. And I have agreed to do this with hopes that, however dark this plane may become, that I will be able to do some work into writing it eventually. So if there's something else that you would like to say before we can't go any further, I would appreciate even an unexpected honesty.
Give me a persuasion.
$15.
15.
You know what? I have a feeling I won't need that inspiration for very long. There we go. 28.
28 is much better.
Much better.
There's a moment of hesitation where he wasn't going to say anything. He looks over. I will say, I do think that boy Deloran is probably under some sort of devil's guise. I've seen many in my times. He kind of smiles. Maybe don't take it so personal.
I told him I would forgive him if I could.
And I think that is exactly why you would be suited for this.
I'm gonna reach over to my staff where there's that molten infernal metal and find a little pinprick in it. Cut my finger.
You find one of the jagged edges, you cut yourself easily.
And I sign Zadkiel, Merit, Everlight.
You sign the contract. He rolls it up, stuffs it into his robes, into the inseam again, and hands you the tome. You open the tome. And there is one page, the first one you come to. It doesn't have anything but a poem. And you look it over, and you know once you read this, it's part of the spell. It'll consume the components.
So I look down at Ramiel's signature. And I look over at Skizit.
Skizit, who's been pretty quiet and by your side. I guess that'll be that, huh?
I'm not sure what this means for you, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. Your imp lands on the ground, visible next to Gaziel. If I stay around, can I tag along? Gaziel looks at him. I think that would be just fine.
I reach into my pocket and I hand him a little trinket of
Flying unicorn?
a flying unicorn and say, I don't have much to give you, but maybe this will serve you well. His name's Felinde.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
He takes it in his hands, and he has to hold it with both hands.
I was with Tia for a long time, and I know you're not her, but you remind me more of her than you'd think. So I hope this goes well for you.
I will refrain from saying anything bad about her, then.
I appreciate it.
Farewell, my friend.
I'm going to take my amulet off, the sign of Palor and the pentagram of protection, and I'm just going to lay it on the floor. And then I read the poem out loud.
Okay. I'll let you read it. Or I can read it.
I turn to that page and say, Palor whispered to me, I love you so. In my footsteps, my child, high places you'll go. Palor knelt beside me at my bedside in prayer. He wiped my tears from my cheek and took away my despair. Your path must be chosen only by you. Spread your wings and fly, and try to enjoy the view. The journey will be hard, a dark and lonely road. Spread light where you can from heaven's abode.
You finish the poem. And then there's just a flash of bright light. And we're going to go to the third chapter of this story. The last time we saw Deloran.
I was running from the devil.
You're in the tower where you just smited Merit.
Mm-hmm.
Smite.
Smite.
And
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Anytime,
his dad
really.
came to find you.
Yep, and I
after
ran
you
away.
did that. You won the initiative roll and cast teleport with your scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
You teleported back to Riverstorm.
Mhm.
And that is where you had the armor from it.
Mm-hmm.
So you teleport back.
Armor and shield.
better. Armor and shield, both from the armory in Riverstorm. You end up in the room. It's a little dark, just dim light.
That's not a problem to me.
No. There's everything left just like it was. All the different armors and weapons. The weapon racks are still mostly full. All the trinkets that are in there haven't been touched. Augustus is in there.
Augustus, I need to talk to Magnus. There's a problem.
What is that?
Merritt brought his father back with him when he teleported into the Citadel. He has the book, and so that's bad.
And you don't have the book.
If he has it, I can have it. That's the way it works.
That is a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He draws his sword.
Whoa, I draw my sword. What's going on?
You have failed for the last time.
Is this Augustus talking to me?
This is Augustus talking to you.
Okay, before we
Roll
fight.
your initiative.
Ah, fuck. Oh, all right. 14.
14.
Yeah, we might get him back on our side.
I'm pretty sure he wins, but I'll double check.
Yeah, he's gonna win. He will beat me.
Literally.
Yep.
D&D Beyond.
You're going to be sent back to your clone.
Yeah, right? And then just kill me again. They do have a clone of me. Ah, fuck, I'm not fresh either.
You're gonna just wake up like all tied up.
Oh, come on.
Oh, his initiative is plus 14.
Yeah, I told you, he beats
Stupid
me.
high.
He beats me.
Plus 14?
Yeah, he adds his charisma to it, and he's alert.
He draws the sword from its sheath. You can see the reflection of light as it draws. And as he does it, he quickly charges in.
Cool.
And he swings at you. You don't
Okay.
even have your shield equipped yet.
I had it equipped after the last fight.
You were tying up Merit.
Was I?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't have it yet.
Sweet.
This one took you a little by surprise.
Okay.
He does have disadvantage to attack you
Why?
because of your cloak.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
He would hit you.
Armor class
22.
shield. Whoa. My armor class is 23.
21, sorry. 21.
It still won't hit. It'll still hit me because my AC that shield is 18. So I shield. Whoa. I'm like, what are
I
you
guess he didn't
doing?
roll twice.
Stop.
Still would have hit you. So, instead, he's going to use his ability to give himself advantage.
If you had disadvantage and advantage, and it would have just canceled
One
out.
roll, which is what he got. He got the initial one roll.
That's a good question. How does that work?
You can't get more than advantage once or more than disadvantage once. It's either just advantage and advantage. So he gets a straight roll, period.
Once per short rest, if you miss with an attack roll, you can roll it again with
Okay.
advantage.
Okay.
So he's rolling it again
With advantage.
with
yeah.
advantage,
You
Which
get
is
two
a
more
straight roll.
dice.
but it's still disadvantage because of the cloak.
So he gets a
Straight
one
roll.
roll.
One straight roll.
Okay.
That's goofy.
He will hit a 23 exactly.
So he hits me.
Exactly.
Doesn't your shield stay up?
It stays up for another swing. Well, it'll stay up to
His
the...
AC is a lot lower than it used to be.
Oh.
Yeah, well, it would have been 22 with the shield equipped.
Yeah.
So my shield's not equipped. So he gets me.
He does. You put up the shield,
And he
and
pushes
in a
through.
quickness, he actually goes in before the shield completes, and he jabs it into you. And when he does, he quickly sheathes his sword once again, all in one swift motion.
Yep.
So it is. You'd think it would put that right there. It's 1d8 plus 9 plus sneak attack. Features and traits, probably, right?
Does he get sneak attack damage on me?
He does.
I think
Okay.
I think he just gets it once per turn. He doesn't need an advantage. That's the thing about him.
Sweet. That's cool.
All of these.
96.
Maybe next time we're making like opposing victims in our campaign.
I'm gonna gimp my bag.
Yeah, we're gonna like.
We're gonna turn our guy.
We're gonna be
Yeah, right,
ridiculously
it'll be like,
easy to beat.
Oh, gee, his dumb stats is main stat. Whoops.
That orc wizard.
Yeah, right.
37 magical damage
Yeah.
as he stabs the sword straight through you and then sheathes his sword. Shoo! What are you doing?
It takes me an action to equip the shield. What is haste? Does haste give me?
An extra action that you can use for specific things.
Use only to the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. Okay,
Disengage.
so disengage. So, all right. So here's what I do. I'm like, fine. You want to fight? Let's fight. I'm going
He
to.
says, I told you I wanted that rematch, and you don't even know what that means.
I'm like, when did you tell me this?
no, you aren't. You're like casting.
Sure, rematch it is. All right, so I quicken haste.
All right, so you use your quicken sorcery ability.
So I
Haste.
haste myself. For my action, I equip my shield.
You equip your shield.
For the other action, I attack him.
You roll to attack.
I'm going to hit. What is my to hit? I think it's 12, right? Wait. 5 plus 6 is 11. 12? Yeah, 12. So 21. No. I do not hit. Sweet.
You sure it's plus 12? You have a plus
I think
1
it
weapon.
is. Right. Plus 6 is my thing, right?
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Plus 5 is my stuff. So 11, 12. 12. That's what I have. So I miss.
You miss.
Sweet.
He's quicker than the last time you fought him.
That's cool.
It's been a while.
It's okay. I'm cool with it.
Is that your whole action?
That's what I got.
Okay. He will move around to the side and quickly, once again,
Stab me.
stab you.
Okay. It's now harder to hit me
Disadvantage. No, no disadvantage.
because you hurt me. No, it's disadvantage. It's to the end of my next turn.
No, he hurt you.
Yep.
You took damage, it doesn't, it goes
To
away.
the end of my next turn.
He just has.
That happened. So disadvantage.
That's weird. So he'll always have disadvantage even if he hits you.
Yeah, but if there are two of them, the second guy would fuck
well,
my
there's
life
not two
up.
of them. That would be 20 on the dot.
No.
He misses as he
Shield.
steps to the side. And when he does, he will quickly move away without provoking an opportunity attack. And he will move past the room, out the door, out into the next room. You know the armory leads into a long hallway,
And he's faster than I
and
am.
he's faster than you.
No, he's not. I'm hasted.
That's true.
I catch him.
So you'll use your move.
I peek my head out.
You're going to use your dash.
I have an extra move that can be used for a movement, so yes, I do.
Okay, he's 60 feet away.
I move the 60 feet.
You use your
Fuck
dash.
him. Yes. Then I attack twice.
You attack twice.
Ramph.
Roll to hit.
Ramph.
And you come out charging with your sword. It's blinding bright with its aura of orange-yellow.
Oh, man. Hold on a second. Did I... So I don't remember. Did I oath anybody? during the last fight?
Me.
I oathed you.
You definitely did. He
Okay.
remembers.
Merit. You oathed merit.
Sweet. Well,
Your best
then.
friend.
Not doing that right now.
You think about oathing your best friend, and
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I did fuck that up. Okay, so during my regular bonus action, I'm going to consume a spell slot before I get there.
Okay.
I'm going to consume a higher level slot. My 6th level slot. Num 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 num. I get back. I only need a 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Okay, so I consume a 5th level spell slot instead of 6. Sorry. And I'm going to get that many sorcery points back. And then I'm going to swing 2 times.
All right. So you do catch up to him because of haste,
Yep.
and you swing
Twice.
twice.
Slam, slam. So I hit a 27 and a 30.
So for the 27, he'll use his reaction, and he'll parry it with his sword. Ding! And then he'll sheath that quick.
Okay. He can just do that.
Uses his reaction to do it.
Nice.
But the 30 still gets him.
Well, fuck him. I smite. This guy is a pain in my ass, Brian. What did you do?
In the rock, paper, scissors game, where Merit is on one side,
Yeah, okay.
Augustus is on
On the other side. All right, so
That was a little shaky. A lot of dice.
yeah, I'm smiting like mad. So it's 10, 14, or let's just do 10, 20, 30, 38 plus 8. Oh no, hold on a second. It's not all that. I'll take 2 off because he takes half fire damage. So 38 plus 6 is going to be 44. 44 damage. Smite. Augustus, I don't want this.
Okay.
Because I fucking prayed a lot.
He's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I forgot that he has a legendary action, and it doesn't take a reaction, so he's going to swing on you with his legendary action.
Okay, he swings. Disadvantage.
The same time as
20 again. You hold your shield up, and it boom, bounces off. He will...
Don't do this. I'm better than you.
He's going to dart out the door. He kicks it on his way out. Poof, it blasts off the hinges. It's not that strong. Out the hallway.
Okay.
Actually, he has to attack to do that for free. He did attack.
he started with the legendary.
I don't know if it works like that. So I'm going to look that up real quick because part of his abilities is if he attacks, he can not even disengage. He can just run away. Is that on his turn he has to attack?
no, it's if you make an attack. So I think
So on his turn, he's running. He can just attack me again on his turn. He doesn't have to run to do it.
he's trying to dash though.
Correct.
Yeah, but he can take a swing, run, and dash during a bonus. That's his thief thing.
Oh yeah.
That's the rogue.
So let him attack me.
Yep.
On his turn, he'll swing at me, and then he'll run.
No, what he's going to do is he's going to run.
Oh. Get away from that hasted creature.
Yeah, because I'm kicking the snot out of him. Fuck him.
He will run. And he won't have to disengage because of his ability as a swashbuckler.
Okay. Whatever you say, man.
I'm still trying to find that thing.
Let's see. Roguish. Fancy footwork. During your turn, if you make a melee attack
During
against a
your
creature,
turn.
that creature
Thank
can't
you.
make opportunity attacks.
So he's going to
against
attack you. He
for the
has
rest
to.
of your turn.
He has to attack me.
Gotcha.
So he will attack you.
Disadvantage.
He hits with a
The disadvantage is brutal.
24.
Shield. 29.
29 is not a hit. And then he will dash. He'll kick the door in still, off the hinges. It blasts off the hinges, and it opens up into a larger room.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn. And when he... Oh, never mind, he can't do that.
How far away is he?
He's 60 away.
Okay. Let me see.
In this room, it's a small chamber. It looks like this might be an interim room that connects many different hallways together, and it has a statue in the middle and 4 pillars on the outsides of the statue, and it's more open and upwards. There's a little garden in the middle.
And he's 60 away from me?
Yes. In that
So
room.
I can catch him.
You can catch him.
I catch him.
You catch him. You will never have advantage to hit him if you have been rolling that.
No, because I couldn't.
Okay. But you would never anyways, ever.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't oath him. So. Okay. I'm going to quicken a booming blade.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing 4 times. Twice my normal. Once for haste and once for the booming blade that I just quickened.
Okay.
I'm trying to end him fast before his brother figures out that I'm beating the shit out of him. So let me look at my spells.
Don't you have to use your hasted move to catch him?
Oh, I do. So 3 times.
3 times.
Booming
Good
blade
call.
and 2 swings. Thank you.
Go, Alex.
Sorry.
No, that's
Fighting
good.
for the enemies.
No,
yes.
that's good. That's all right. That's all
That
right.
cheater in check. That's an
okay.
inspiration.
Shut your mouth, man. Shut your mouth, Alex.
This is why we keep Alex around.
Oh, that's cool, man.
No, I'm glad someone remembers these things because there's so many things going on.
I'm literally looking
Okay.
at the character sheet too, and we still can't keep all the things straight.
So let's see. So we roll the fire damage first because it takes half.
Monsters are easier. Well, do you hit him?
Oh, sorry. Let me see if I hit him with a booming blade. Booming blade. 22. No.
He has not used his reaction yet.
He hasn't used his reaction. That's going to hit.
Okay, so I should roll damage.
Yep, roll damage.
Okay. So fire damage first. That's 3. So 1.
Okay.
So then, I got to figure out how much more I do with the booming blade. Booming blade is an extra 3d8, so I get 2. I get 5 for the smite, and then 3d8 more after this.
I forget, is it when he moves that the booming blade goes off?
Yep.
So he wouldn't take that yet? Or
No, I'm gonna hit him. Next time he moves, he takes it.
okay.
Right? Let me see. Booming blade.
Roll your damage.
Okay.
If he moves, he takes more damage. You do get an extra rider, I think, though.
Yeah. Until the start of my next turn, if he moves, he takes more damage. My extra rider is 3d8. If he moves, he takes 4d8.
Gotcha.
So here we go.
4 more d8 or 1 more d8?
4 more d8.
So what, that cantrip is 7d8 if he moves?
Yeah.
It's a really good
It's a high level cantrip. That's
That's a
how I lock people
beastly.
down.
That's the reason I see everyone saying to take that damn spell.
8, 9,
If you know they're
10.
gonna move.
Plus 20. Plus 9 is 29. Plus 3 more, 8. 29. Plus 15, 16. So 29, 39, 45. Plus 8 is 53.
Is there fire damage in there?
Carve. I already told you fire damage. 53 plus 1 fire damage. So 54 altogether. Rip.
And you do. You tear into him with that swing. He'll take his legendary action now.
Yeah, you should.
It
What's
might
he
not
doing?
matter.
What's he doing with it?
Swinging.
Oh, sure.
Got to hit you once to get through that
Did
disadvantage
it.
nonsense.
He hit me?
A 30. 29.
Ah, fuck, that doesn't help me. Because it's 24. I can only get it to 29.
29.
So, I take
You
it.
left yourself open when you attacked.
I did. I was like, putting it all in there. Blah. And he's like, in your armpit. I'm like, my heart's there.
I got stuff in there.
Yeah. That's important. Yeah, fuck him, man. He wants to fuck around.
43.
Oh, yes, he does. Okay, so I'm like, "Pah!" I do like the anime blood cough. "Pah!" I am not feeling good.
Neither is he. You cut into him. When you cut him, you heard scales shatter.
One of my lungs is deflating. I have 27 hit points
Still
left.
have an attack or two.
I have 2 more.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, so I'm like, you shouldn't have done this. So I'm going to hit a 24 and a 16.
So on that first one, and don't tell me all of them. Tell me one at a time. But
Okay.
24, he is
24.
going to use his reaction to parry the bow. Boom!
Okay, for free.
As a reaction.
He does it. Okay.
It's a feat.
I hate it.
It's a great feat. It's called Defensive Duelist.
All right, so I'm like, king, and then
the 16 does not
16
hit. He
does not
steps
hit.
out of the way.
Woo.
He's going to attempt to hit you again because he can feel that effect that if he moves, he's going to be coughing up blood everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is it. The showdown.
Goes for the big decapitate right here.
Yeah. Disadvantage
Nope.
until the end of my.
Next.
He used his
Oh.
thing after you used your turn.
Well, then he's gonna fuck my life up.
Yeah.
He doesn't have advantage, though.
I mean, neither do I.
30.
Just
Wait, 29. I keep saying
It
30.
doesn't matter.
It's
I
29.
can't get past 29. 29 is as high as I can
29's
get.
it.
29's a hit.
Oh, peace. This is the end of Cooper.
Really? You might still make it.
No,
With Brian's character, that's
I can't.
Is it that bad?
I have 27 hit points.
You might
Oh,
not
there you
do
go.
that
Yeah,
much.
you did.
Yeah, it's bad. I came in with less than full hit points.
Oh. Well, that does do something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Did you get hit that last combat? I guess you got T-Rexed once.
I got T-Rexed, yeah.
It's more than 27.
How much?
What doesn't matter?
It does matter. I have a feature that might keep
Oh,
me at 1 hit
okay,
point.
then let's count it up. I didn't know that. So that was 20 right there. 28, 30, 4,
Oh, yeah, this is...
6,
I don't think I
7.
can, but I'll try.
plus 9. That's 46.
I have to make a Christmas
Yeah,
saving
natural
throw
20 that
5
shit.
plus the damage taken.
Or a natural 20. Right?
Yep, I don't. Blah. Duh. He does me in.
Okay. That was close.
Man,
You
that dance
almost
looked
got
so
him.
good for you. And then he was like, oh, wait, so.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
He barely got through. He rolled a 15 and a 16 on the dice to get through that disadvantage. It was that close.
Yep. Okay. So, Cooper's dead.
I didn't say he's dead.
Cooper's down, at least.
Okay, well, let me know
Not
when I make my
conscious.
death saving throws.
So maybe we should do that.
Okay. Death saving throw?
Can you get it to right here?
Maybe. Fail.
You don't have to say it. Why are you hiding
that's
it?
the
if you
whole
say
point.
it?
Sorry. All right, let's see. So that's 1.
That's 2. That's 3.
Are you just going to roll till you one way or the other?
All right, this is the last roll. Don't tell him what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
That was epic.
You guys might know what happens, but you might not.
I mean, clone.
Yeah, I wake up in a box.
And then he starts making death saves again.
Raphael,
Yeah, right?
we're starting at the top of your combat.
Oh, man. I almost forgot about that.
Let me put on the battle cam. Okay. Battle commences. Artigan tried to dominate Shanir. He was walking away. He got to about here. Before he broke line of sight from you, you cast it. He almost didn't even notice. And then when it was about to take over his mind, he turns around, and you can tell you've, well, he resisted.
Mm-hmm.
You know why.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're starting with Amorosa. I told you not to do that. She shouts, and then she will cast a spell.
Do I know it?
You can't counter it. You can't counter it? Yeah, you used your reaction on your turn.
Yes, that's right.
So you
Because I
can't
counterspelled her
counter.
counterspell.
But do you know it? We'll find out. She's going to cast a lightning bolt. You know it. It's a lower level spell. You've seen lightning spells cast before.
Mm-hmm.
She aims at you, and I believe you're going to have to make a dexterity save. What'd you roll?
13. Pretty sure that's a fail.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure that's a fail. Well,
Fail. $30 lightning damage. As it surges across your body, it finds all the nooks and crannies of your armor, and you get shocked. That was her turn. She will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Artigan.
Did she break line of sight with me?
Temporarily, she's behind the pillar from you.
I'm going to...
Let's see if I can.
I'm going to cast Hold Person on Shanir.
All right, here we go. And not disadvantage, right?
Nope. It's not a charm.
What is the save?
20.
I mean, what ability?
Oh, it is a wisdom.
He will literally just make it. Barely. Raphael.
Oh, I'm
wait,
going to
you
move
wanna move?
behind the other pillar, the furthest one.
Right there?
One more but towards me.
Okay.
Can I make it there?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Fight has broken out. Artigan threw a couple spells out and then got blasted with a lightning bolt.
I charge Shanir.
Charge Shanir. You hear the door blast open. And you see 3 armored people walk in. They will not fight alone, Gillian says. Frederick comes in.
Frederick.
Not Frederick.
Oh, no.
sorry.
So bad.
Frederick behind him. Viva Angel and Lodi behind him. Go.
It is time, brothers. Cha, cha, cha.
All right, you are
And-
on Shanir.
Natural 1. My first swing will miss.
Yep.
You got a little excited. You look
Yeah,
over
you were all
and
about it.
see
You were like,
the-
yeah, I'm going to totally. Whoops.
And so my next one, actually I got 2 15s, so that will be 27s.
27s. I mean, yeah, that's a hit.
Ugh. So that will be 12 and 7 for a total of 19 damage to him.
Okay. 19 damage on 1 hit. Did you swing 3 times?
Yeah. Remember, I natural 1 one of them.
Ah, yeah.
So 19 damage on both of them altogether.
Okay. He will go. Nope, the monsters will go. So this one
This is where I go down.
turns around and looks at Art again.
Oh, hello.
He can make it behind this pillar, barely.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to remove it so you can see him as he beats you down.
As he kicks your ass.
This one charges into Raphael. You are now being flanked. We'll start with the two-headed beast. You guys never fought this before. They have. It shoots out a long, spindly tentacle straight at Artigan. And when it does, it rolls to hit with a natural 20.
Yeah, I'll use luck to make him reroll.
Artigan doing Artigan things. A 17.
Miss.
The tentacle, you can see it coming straight for your eye, and then just goes right past you. You kind of barely move, and it goes past. No damage. And then it's going to have you roll a wisdom save. Nope, I'm sorry, I lied. Because you're not grappled, it can't do that. This creature, with its wide-webbed, clawed hands, just goes to strike you. First, it's going to try to extend its jaws real wide and bite down onto you. It's going to try to bite over your head. With a 27. I'm rolling excellent right now.
One by one.
Screw it. Shield.
This is
Shield. You cast
this is
shield.
the day.
What does that give you total?
It's
28.
Today's the day.
Just enough. And as it goes to bite and clamp down onto you, it can't. And then it goes to claw for its second attack. Still 27 to hit, though. Misses. And then Shanir. He will
Fucking dirt wizard.
step away in a blink.
So I can't.
No. Not like that.
Okay.
He's now standing next to Amorosa. That was, I want to say that's a bonus action. I'll double check.
Misty
that.
Step, yes.
And he will.
Airflow.
If you wanted to go turn the AC down a little, you can.
I turned to. It shouldn't be on.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I'm sweaty.
Oh, are you sweaty? Well, then you should turn it back on. I'll
You
go
can
turn
definitely do that. All right, Shanir
As
will
much free time as you do.
it.
hit you also with a lightning bolt. You've almost never, I don't think you've ever seen him actually cast a spell. I didn't want to have to do this, Raphael. Dexterity save. He doesn't roll to hit. You roll to save. Total?
I'm looking. 8.
Do you have any Indomitable left?
I don't think I do. I got one left. I'll use it.
All right, roll again.
That is a 16.
That is enough. Barely. You save. The lightning bolt will still deal half damage. Oh, God. You're lucky you saved. That's 6, 12,
Did you have
18,
damage? Oh, God.
24,
What the fuck is that?
30. So you take 15 lightning damage. It surges across your body. And that puts it to Amorosa's turn. She will disappear. She's gone. Artigan.
Can I move by that thing
Yeah,
and
you can skirt around it.
see if I could see Amorosa?
2. You don't see her. She's gone.
But I see him in that area.
You see Shanir.
I see 2 of them.
Schneer's right here.
So I'm going to do hypnotic pattern in that area.
Okay.
So it's a 30-foot cube, so I'm going to put it right at the edge of Raphael.
To not hit Raphael and make those 2 save.
Yep.
Okay, so first...
Disadvantage.
Bastard. That's a fail. And then Shanir. That's a fail. He saves. This creature does not.
Goes into stupor.
It stands still. All of a sudden, you see this beast. It's trying to bite you again, and then it goes and stops mid-bite. What are you doing?
I'm gonna attack it 3 times.
Attack it. Has he been with Artigan much? Okay.
Would I know? I
have
think I've
Arcana
seen.
trained?
You know what? I've seen this before though, because the other time I did attack, I think, or I was going to.
Oh, which one? That was Garibon.
It was.
Do you have Arcana?
I do.
Roll. Artigan did not clue you in on this one.
Yeah, I'm. I think it's a 23. Yeah, 23.
He stopped in a stupor magically. Something is affecting him. You can only assume because he's not actually about to bite you again.
Would I know how long this would last?
You don't. Not with the 23. But you can definitely tell it's affected by magic. A lot of magics will be broken by damage, but not all of them. You're not really sure. But you do know if you wanted, you could move freely.
Right. I'm going to go over to this thing then, by Artigan.
Okay.
I'm going to tuck myself in this corner by the wall. Right by Artigan.
Oh, and before you attack, I forgot to put the other guys in the initiative order. They did roll in right before you, and they're going to charge in. Let's put them in here. This is cavalry. Has arrived.
So I
First they charge in. This is Frederick.
so I'm still over here then?
3, 4,
It's Frederick.
6. He will go right next to Shanir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he'll go here. And Lodi, oh, he's so slow. 5. He'll come join you guys right
Where's my
here.
mute?
He didn't come. He wasn't ever a fighter, though. He's like a researcher.
Okay.
Do you want him to come? It'll be quick and painful.
Not if he's a researcher.
Quick and painful.
Right, no. Lodi had to double move to even get in here. He had to mostly double move to get to Shanir. But Gillian gets to attack him.
Come on, Gillian.
Come on, Gillian. Gillian runs in and rolls to attack. The thing is standing still. He gets advantage, right? Hypnotic pattern. It doesn't matter. He misses amazingly. This creature is standing still. Gillian swings his sword and just scrapes off its hardened skin. Doesn't even scratch it. That was amazing.
Gillian. Your friends are going to get eaten.
Go ahead, Raphael.
Never forget that.
Do I know if...
Gillian looks at you. We will take this one. Go.
Gillian.
No, guys. No, guys.
I look to Gillian. I go, no, attacks. I point over.
He already swung, but you point over.
Would it?
He already swung, but you can tell him for next time.
I go, yeah. Do not attack this one. Go for the 2-headed beast.
And then you can move.
I go over to the beast.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I will swing 3 times now.
So it doesn't take you much to get to this beast, and you swing 3 times.
Oh, yes! Yeah, this fucker's going down. All right, so I have a natural 20.
Natural 20.
And my next lowest one would be a 29.
29.
And then a 30.
All hit.
Natural 20 first.
The natural 20 first. So that's 6 and 6. That would be 12.
Did you double the dice?
You rolled 2 dice.
Yeah.
Did you add your strength?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You just rolled a low die.
I rolled 6 and I got plus 6.
Okay.
I'm not. Don't do damage. Stop making me feel bad about this.
It was a sad little crit.
And then 11 and 11 is 22 more damage.
See, your regular attacks did as much as your crit almost.
Yeah, 12, 11, 11.
Hey, I'm a shitty critter too. Don't feel bad.
That's why I asked.
Crit smite.
Yeah. Well, I crit
You
smite
do
for shit
strike
usually.
into it quick. 3 strikes. You stab it. Kind of overhand. And that'll bring it to their turns. So it turns around, and now it's focused on both of you, Artigan and Raphael, side by side. And it will go to... Same thing. It's going to use that tentacle. It wraps up and around, and you're going to see it strike into Raphael. Yep. You're the one that hit it last. For a 26.
Right, yeah. Hits.
That is a hit. I rolled another 19. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sometimes you roll well.
Yeah, well.
10, 16 plus 3 is 19 piercing damage, and you are grappled. Because you are grappled, make a wisdom save.
Just welcome to the club, man. It's all right.
I think I got advantage on wisdom.
How many wishes do you have, Artigan?
It'll tell you.
One a day.
One a day.
We'll be back together by Thursday.
One a day.
No, I
is
just have a straight.
tomorrow. You
I
already
just have
cast
straight
it
wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. Proficiency in saving throws. So maybe I don't think so though.
So plus 6 plus whatever your wisdom modifier is.
Yeah, let's just 12.
12 is not enough. You will take an extra psychic damage of 10. As you can feel screams in your mind of different people. You're not even sure who these people are or who's actually screaming, and this thing is now stuck in you. It's jabbed its harpoon arm into your body. You are grappled. That will be its turn. This creature will go.
Stun.
It will not go. It's stunned because of Artigan. And Chenier knows that.
Mm-hmm.
So you will have to make another dexterity save.
That is a 18.
That is enough. You're only going to take half damage again from the second lightning bolt from Chenier. 6, 7, 8. Dear God. $32, so you take 16 after half. Lightning damage surges through you. Make a concentration check.
Let's see. I have another. Let's see. Constitution save of. Let's see. How much damage did he did? 19.
19.
So I have to make 10. I made 11. So
You succeed.
Mhm.
You hold your concentration on that creature. Amorosa will go. And she's going to try to hit all of you. 3, 4, 5, 6. She's going to get everyone but Raphael in this spell. It reveals her position. And a 60-foot cone of cold erupts from her hands as she becomes visible right in front of Gillian. Lodi, Artigan, all make a save. It is Constitution, not Dexterity.
Good thing Lodi's a dwarf. You can
Yeah.
do it, Lodi.
Well,
If we all
Gillian
die,
fails.
can I be Lodi?
Lodi succeeds.
Go, Lodi.
Total.
I rolled a natural 1.
Ooh, he failed.
You can be Gloriosa. I'll be Lodi. We'll save the world.
You know what? Yeah, I'll use an inspiration.
Inspiration.
That is you said Constitution save? So
Constitution.
19.
That is enough. So, first the damage. That's more like my rolls. 12, 18, 23 with more dice than the lightning bolts.
So 23 halved would be
11. So 23 to Gillian. He doesn't take any because
And-
follow rules. Lodi.
Made 11
Doesn't
for my
take
con
any.
save, so I'm good.
So that will actually almost do nothing. Amazingly. She reveals her position. She's standing right next to Gillian. He turns towards her. Lodi is skirting around the side of this beast. Frederick is stuck on Chenier, who is locked down. All the followers go. Nope, Artigan goes first.
Okay. I'm going to do. Let's see. Can't hit all of them unless I also want to hit Gillian and Lodi. Let's see.
Artigan, what do you do? You already have one concentration spell.
Yep.
Okay. You just overcasting it again? That would be like Artigan.
Incapacitated means. Stop checking what that does.
They can't move, can't take actions or reactions, but they could take a bonus action.
Okay, but they don't have advantage being hit.
Nope. At least it doesn't say they do.
I'm going to do Hypnotic Pattern again.
All right. Against
All 2, 4, 6 of them. Catching all
1,
of them.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Let's start with Chenier. He doesn't save, he'll save. That's 3. This creature. Maybe? What's your total? 20?
20.
Probably not, but maybe?
No way.
Hey, you never know.
They're not very charismatic or wise.
It's
or whatever.
wisdom, right? Don't confuse me.
Whatever. Yes, wisdom.
He does not save.
Fuck you, buddy.
So nope, no. Now the friendlies. First we'll start with Frederick. Disadvantage. He does not save. Then we're gonna get Lodi.
Come on, Lodi. No, Lodi's down. Double ones. He's having a seizure. It's like bright lights.
Gillian. Oh, I didn't do Amorosa. She
Well,
will.
Andromeda is growing up as an orphan.
That's right.
She will save, even though you don't want her to. It looks like it was about to take effect on her, and she saves. But the enemies and the allies.
And I'll drop concentration immediately.
Okay.
So everything's.
Okay. That didn't work in your favor.
Nope. I was like,
It
"Ah,
almost
shit."
did. All right. Next. Now the followers go. So Gillian will turn around and he will strike her down. He hits. Her armor's not that high. For a total of... Good God. Okay. Lodi is going to shout, "By Morden's power!" And he's just going to give you guys temporary hit points. All allies within 30 feet. All. Have 6 temporary hit points.
Well, it's better than no temporary hit points. A little
He'll
bit.
move around to flank. He yells, "We'll keep this one locked down. Get that one." Frederick will attack. He will also hit Chenier.
Yeah, fuck you, dirt wizard.
Okay, that was all their attacks and moves. Raphael,
I'm grappled.
you can choose to end the grapple or you can attack while grappled. Grapple doesn't cause you to have disadvantage, though. So that's on you if you want to use your action to end it. You can't move. You have a speed of 0. But that's really it. You just can't move.
You know, well, and isn't it? That's it?
It can move you.
Right.
It hasn't yet.
I'll choose to end the grappling.
So you'll use your action to end the grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll an athletics. DC of 15. Acrobatics if it's better, but I'm assuming athletics is better.
Gotta wriggle out, man.
What is it? Athletics or
Acrobatics.
yeah, athletics? No, 12 or 11.
You are stuck. You try to push yourself off, and you can feel that barb catching
got +4.
inside your chest. You're stuck.
Bummer. By action.
Their turns. Since you're already grappled, it's going to use its other arm to impale Artigan, who's standing in front of it. It's going to try.
Gonna get arm dicked in the chest.
It does not hit you, and it's going to make you roll a wisdom save. You still feel that connection, that screaming, that psychic pain that's raging through your head.
Oh yeah, this happened to me once upon a time.
That's good. 21.
21. That is a save. Make sure any damage. I'll double check.
I'm gonna pee because we're digged over and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It is half damage on a successful save. 7 damage total. That's after the half. It's psychic damage. Chenier is going to... He's running low on spells. But to get away, he's gonna... He's gone. Poof. You don't see where he went. Amorosa.
Now you know why she didn't go when you said go.
Yep.
It's like, no, I want this to happen.
Will also disappear. Although she...
I have terrible luck. I get good at trust.
You see Roan's face in the corner. He feels the same.
Oh, what? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Roan swore upon his firstborn.
I don't think he swore
Chenier
upon his
was-
firstborn.
Chenier was A-okay.
He said he trusted him. That was, she can still do something. What will she do? She's gonna... She's running low on stuff, so I guess she's going to try to firebolt Artigan.
She near-death
This
experience.
is just an attack to hit. Total of...
Oh, is she not invisible?
No, when she cast that cone of cold, it revealed her position.
Oh, I just thought she disappeared as well.
She blinked.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry, I meant she blinked.
Gotcha.
Kind of in view of both of you. Total to hit, that was a miss. 18?
22.
That is a miss. Go ahead. Artigan,
I see her over there.
you do.
I'm going to cast Hold Person on her.
Okay, is this a disadvantage or regular?
Regular. Wisdom.
She does not save, so she chooses to save. You can bonus action.
I'll bonus action, inspiration, say, we may not be doing much for damage, but we're bleeding him dry.
As Raphael's bleeding out in that wound he has gaped out of his
so you
chest.
get a D12 you can either add to your attack rolls,
Sure.
AC, or...
Dude, it's like bad tentacle porn going on over there. You're getting really muffed up by that thing.
Gillian goes to attack. He does finally hit. This creature takes some damage.
I was hoping they would all get eaten. Is that bad?
It can still happen.
Oh, cool.
Okay, for that much. Lodi will attack him. And when he does, he's like, Raphael, come on, you can do this. And when he does, you can take an attack as a reaction. And he also hits. Total of 24. You can take an attack against a creature within 5 feet of you, which you are. That is his special ability.
Will that give me my sentinel feat?
No, because it's not an opportunity attack. It's a reaction.
You'll use your reaction to do it.
Correct.
So you won't have your reaction for the sentinel feat if that tentacle monster tries to move away with you.
That's all right. He's not going anywhere. To hit, that is... double check here. Oh, well, it's plus 12, so it's 24.
24. That is a hit. Roll your damage.
That'll be max damage for a total of 14.
14.
Hey man, every little bit counts.
This is very true. Okay. Frederick is going to chase. He continues the pursuit of this wench. And he will try to stick on her like glue, kind of like you've taught them. But he does miss the attack when he goes to hit her. That was all their turns, Raphael. You are still stuck up on this prong, this spear of a tentacle. What are you doing? It hasn't seemed to even try to move at this point because it's got you in its grapple.
I'm going to attack it 3 times.
Okay, you just leave it in. Roll to hit.
Where are all my D20 going?
One of them's next to your coffee cup, and then you can use this one.
Thank you. I'm going to use that D12. Is it to attack?
You can...
Or for damage?
AC damage and attack, I think.
Yes, AC damage or attack.
All right, so...
That's probably going to hit.
So that'd be a 27.
Hit.
That'd be a 19.
Hit.
And then a 15.
Miss.
You can change the 15 by adding a d12 to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or you could add the D12 to your damage on one of the other two.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Okay.
miss once.
You missed once. Roll your damage for these 2 attacks. And the
So that's
first strike,
11
you,
and 12 would be 24
Keep going.
Plus my
7, so 31.
31.
31. You do strike true twice, and you can cut into that tentacle real deep. When you do, you leave this big gash in it, but it's still stuck in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That will be your turn. You're not going to move. It's going to just go to prong you twice. You are beating it up pretty badly. Did you count your temporary hit points, by the way? Don't forget those.
Yeah.
They're in there.
They're
It
gone.
hits you with the second prong for a total of 25.
You can shield, man.
No, I can't.
Oh,
dude.
you're
I'm
out.
tapped.
Oh, well.
I'm tapped.
Welcome to get...
I'm dying right now.
Hey, I died.
Yeah. You got a buddy double. You got a
Yeah, I do. And it's in the hands of the enemy.
25
Yep.
and psychic damage.
So 25 damage.
25 damage.
This might put me down.
Like, I wake up and Augustus is sword spooning me from behind. You know what I mean? Like...
Here's the psychic. Oh, roll a wisdom save. You can take half of this.
That's 12.
Not enough.
Yep.
And 18.
I'm down.
Okay.
Woo, rare.
Raphael went down.
Rare.
Artigan's gonna write anew the story of us.
Maybe?
The story of me.
How you feeling, Artigan?
Everyone you know has died.
Oh,
It's not your
Moana
turn.
to
Yeah,
your
not my
family.
So how you feeling?
To your friends, they're all dead. It's
We'll
time
see.
to wish. Time to wish, that's all.
Wish you were a god.
He doesn't have it.
He doesn't have, you don't have wish anymore?
I used it to turn into a dragon. We haven't rested since then.
Time to
Wow.
hide. For
That's efforts. He has so much meat in the tentacle while it's waving around. Ragdolling.
You see a bolt of fire streak across the room. It's coming from over here, and it's Shanir. And he's hitting this guy. Frederick. They're going to gang up on him.
Oh, Frederick, no.
Near death experience.
That's right.
That's 20.
Natural 20.
You called that one.
And she is also going to fire.
That poor guy's getting fucked. Oh my god, he dies! He dies! That's it, he's dead. That's what happens when the
not
NPCs
dead, guys.
double
He's
nag
not
you.
dead.
Yeah. When
Yeah,
when the
maybe.
gods have
He's
spoken.
a red shirt, man. Fuck it. No red shirt can take 2 crits in 1 round.
It's just a firebolt.
There's 4 or 5d10.
No, they're not leveled like you guys.
Well,
They're an NPC monster. They're not a character level creature. It's 2d10. So it's
you mean
40d10.
40d10?
Each. So just take 8 d10.
Right.
Fire damage.
Come on, 8d10.
22. They're using follower rules. They might be okay. Maybe. He might be okay on the first one.
Yeah, right. He starts to scream.
Just missed. That one he does take the damage. It blasts across his body. You see it burn away some of his clothes and his cape. The second firebolt from Amorosa. 18. And he might save. He saved that one. I'm just rolling natural 20s everywhere.
Saved on what?
Oh, it's follower rules. So they take either some damage or like half of the damage if they save.
Oh, nice. Followers kind of nice. Can I be a follower? No. I want to take half damage if I save.
Yes.
Maybe we can become. Maybe we can become
Yeah.
Artigan's
However,
followers.
this one does
That's
blast
right.
across his face, and you see the skin char off of his face. Now he's got like a big, deep blister going on here, and some of the skin starting to pockmark immediately, and he screams like, "Ah!" Shanir did reveal his position again. Artigan. They did that.
Schneer's right there, dude.
Where? Thank you. He's just over here.
You're not welcome.
He's level 2 right now.
Let's see here. So, I got too many things I need to do at once here.
Oh,
Time stop.
did you go down on the
I went down on the wisdom save.
psychic damage? Okay. That was important.
You went down on the wizard.
Yeah. You're gonna end up one of them.
I'm allowing it since you guys are kind of out of this.
We're in mourning, okay?
Let's see.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, perception. Really low. 7.
Keep going.
Yeah, you know nothing.
Yeah.
Artigan.
You're gonna do healing word to Raphael.
Okay.
So I can go down again?
That's right. Go down and listen some more.
Recover 11 hit points.
Those tentacles aren't done with you.
Oh
I
God.
say, Raphael, not yet.
Raphael gets back up with life. That was your bonus action.
Yep. And my
Move, You
action,
can attack. You can use different kinds of actions.
I will attack the thing with tentacles twice.
Artigan attacks, guys. Don't
I
forget
know.
that.
Yeah, I know.
It was 2 11s, so it's a plus 10. It's a 21 to hit. And it is 7 for the first,
Not his specialty, but he does it.
Yeah.
and 6 for the second. So
If Cooper had lived, I'd make a paladin out of him.
13.
That was my plan. Was to try to get him to take
Take an
paladin
oath.
levels. Yeah. He'd be. Oh, he's too far away to take. Oath
Finish
now.
him.
But he could smite.
I want to chop off the tentacle that's holding Raphael, and then
With your first swing, you do.
want to step to the side and sword through both heads.
Nice.
You one upswing. Poof, the tentacle goes limp as you completely sever it. You do step to the side here, and you shove your sword straight through the first eye, and then through the other eye of the second head. And you pull it out, and the creature goes down.
Oh, and he
And it
takes
knocks
out
down one of the
pillar.
columns. It actually smashes half of the column. It doesn't actually completely take it out.
Oh, my sweet Citadel.
The healer's hall.
We don't give a shit about that right now.
I've been wondering if you guys would ever fight in here.
We have other problems.
It's actually over here.
Okay. I have other problems.
It's their
I don't have
turns.
many problems anymore.
So we'll start with Lodi. He will
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
can do it again. He will shout for temporary health.
Being digested.
13 hit points, everyone temporary.
Forgot
That
to
was
take
his
my 6
action.
earlier. So.
Gillian will
One of those.
attack again. I think I forgot to attack with that creature last time. That's all right. He hits. And Frederick, who is having a lot of trouble, will also attack Amorosa. He'll keep it up. And he'll hit as well. Okay. That was all of their turns. He's going to actually get out of line of sight of Shanir. Raphael, you wake up. Your eyes snap open. The tentacle that's stuck inside of you is kind of limp. You could just slide it out with part of your movement action.
I
Hey,
get up.
Raphael, is there a hole in it?
Yeah. I give you a little smirk.
I'm gonna keep
I look
this.
up. I cast Hold Person on the giant, the thing.
Does it work on a creature?
No, you hold monster for that shit.
You can do a whole
Yeah.
person on Emerald.
Oh,
so-
okay.
Yeah.
You hold that
No.
monster Shanir.
Okay, so here's what I do. I give Artigan a little smirk. How much movement do I have left?
6.
So
No, half your movement to stand.
so
3. You can
So
move
I
3
have-
squares.
3 squares.
What's your usual speed?
It's 30.
You sure?
I was mobile though. I thought.
40. You can go 4 squares.
So where
It's
did
half
that
his
get
move,
me?
so yeah, 4 squares. Okay.
You can go 1, 2, 3. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4. You could come over here where everyone's kind of like cowering in the corner now.
That's what I'll do.
Except Gloriosa, who's trying to.
You know what?
This guy.
I'm dumping my. This is gonna be a wasted turn. This is gonna be a wasted turn. But 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stand in front of everybody.
Okay.
And I'll ready my action. So if when Shanir tries to do anything, I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
So you're gonna hold that charge if
Yep.
he makes an aggressive attack,
Yep.
or if he does anything.
Whenever he starts moving, I'm gonna cast
Okay.
Hold
So
Person.
just when he starts, you're gonna do it.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. The monsters will go. The monster will go, and it's gonna go to try to bite Gillian. It does.
Are you within 5 feet to be able to?
No, because
No,
has to be within
reaction.
5
I
feet
couldn't
of
make
it.
it, so
Yeah. Plus, you use your reaction to hold, ready in action. So never mind. Yeah.
And then it's going to claw him. And it misses the claw, but it hits the bite. 1, 2, 3. And then 4. And Gillian, will he take the damage? He seems to stave off the attack pretty well. Shanir. This isn't over, Raphael. We will get you. He teleports.
Counterspell.
Fuck you, Shanir. Somebody's getting somebody.
He's gonna counterspell you.
Oh shoot! I should have said what level. Because I don't have any 3rd level slots left.
can I
I would just
counterspell it?
probably say you're gonna probably do a 4th level then.
Yeah.
So then Shanir has to roll.
He will have to roll, but he is gonna counterspell. You don't know if it succeeds or saves.
You're going to counterspell his counterspell before you
I
go?
was going to.
Go
I mean,
for it.
you-
Just do it.
You know he's counterspell. I'm not even gonna roll it. You tell me whether you're doing it or not.
Oh, actually, I'll do it.
Yeah,
You do it.
I would do it.
Counterspell.
Can't hold it.
What level do you have? Is that going to...
3rd level.
And that's going to drop your other...
Yeah, he's not holding the hold person anymore.
Counterspell isn't. Oh, it's reaction. He can't.
Well, he hasn't done it yet.
He was holding his action for hold person, which takes your reaction when you hold a spell.
Oh.
Oh.
It uses your reaction.
Yes, he
So
can't
he
use
doesn't
his
have a
reaction
reaction
to
to cast
counterspell.
counterspell.
It uses
Okay.
your reaction when you cast it.
It uses reaction to hold your action.
Oh, this is an interesting nuance.
We should look it up.
Yeah,
This is some high level bullshit.
I mean, we're there.
I mean,
we are at high level bullshit now.
counterspell is a 3rd level spell. It's just extremely complicated for a 3rd level spell.
So it's part
And
of
you've got
hold
3
action.
casters in a room.
Yeah.
You're like...
I love it.
Counterspell. It's like
Oh.
rock scissors.
Oh, I thought you were just
No,
saying hello to
no.
the giant.
That's kind of what it's like when everybody's casting counterspell. You might as well be, right?
Plain.
There goes my action. Nothing happened. There goes my action. Nothing happened.
Actions. Is it called hold an action? Cast a spell. Actions, attack, hide, ready, search.
Thought it would be ready in action, right?
Yeah, that would be better. That's why I couldn't find it. It's called ready. Thank you. You decide what the trigger is. You got that. When it occurs, you can either take your reaction right after or ignore the trigger.
Okay, so you haven't technically used it, so you can choose to do instead counter spells.
When you ready a spell, you cast it as normal but hold its energy, which you release with your action when the trigger occurs. To be readied, it must have a casting time. If your concentration is broken, it dissipates without taking effect.
So you use your slot
But
for a
if
whole person.
you said you were going to hold that spell until he did
Did it,
something, so you
right.
could use hold person.
Yeah, you have not used your reaction, but you are spending the spell slot for hold person one way or the other. Does that leave you with a spell slot to use counterspell?
No.
So you have to use hold person.
Okay.
So he has to make a save then.
He has to make a save.
All right.
So it's
I
still
thought
kind of
like
a
teleport,
counterspell.
I wouldn't be able to hold person because.
You said when he does anything.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if that like was one of those sneaky negate things. Like I can do this, whatever.
He has
You
to
can't-
make movements and sound.
Okay.
Cast
So like,
spells.
he's doing some shit, hold person.
Okay, so you probably don't use your counterspell though.
No, I do.
Okay,
He fails.
he's held.
You counter.
Mhm.
He doesn't counter because
Yep.
he couldn't because he's held. He was gonna try to counterspell.
Oh, technically, I suppose you would have cast it
He's
when
gonna
he used
counterspell
teleport.
you.
Yeah, he's gonna try to counterspell me.
He'll cast counterspell on you.
Which
That's
means
when
my
you're gonna
counterspell goes through, which means he stays.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck you, Shanir.
He stays held.
He's not held if he's countering him.
He counters him back.
Well, you counter the counter.
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
I don't want to
Emeralsa
believe it.
disappears.
Wait, who disappears?
Emeralsa.
Oh,
You just gotta take it out of Shanir's ass.
Okay. That's what Shanir did.
Fuck you.
You countered him.
Wizard.
After counters. After counters. We got it.
Just being stupid.
But he's held person. That's what's going on. He can't move. He gets another save at the end of his turn. Not
At
this
the
turn.
end of his turn.
Every time you
Or
swing
is
your
that the end of
sword, it's a
his
crit.
turn?
At the end
After
of
his turn.
This is his turn.
Wait a
so
second.
does he save again?
He has to save again. It's the end of his turn now.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of stupid that he has to save. He gets
That's
to
the way
save
this
that
one
twice.
works.
Mm-hmm.
He makes it.
Oh, man. What a shitty deal.
That's some bullshit.
But he can't cast anything this turn. So it's not like he can teleport away.
He can.
He can't.
He can.
How?
Because that was a reaction cast.
No, but he saves at the end of his turn. So the last thing he
Right.
does is save.
Good call.
So now he can't leave until his next turn. So you just need to fuck
He just
him up
stands
bad.
there. He looks a little panicked. That was the end of his turn. He can't move. He can't cast.
Go fuck his life up.
Go ahead.
Cooper the shit out of him.
With my toothpick.
Whatever, man. Do
Art
it.
again.
Do it.
This creature is still up. It's trying to bite into people, but it's not doing so well being surrounded by these heavily armored players. NPCs. Followers, that's what I meant. Artigan's thinking. I love when Artigan's thinking. You don't have much time to think, Artigan.
Yep. I'll cast Dominate. Do I see Emerosa as well?
Nope, she's
No,
left.
she's gone.
Okay.
She left. She thought Shanir was getting out.
I'm going to cast Dominate Person on Shanir. He makes a save at disadvantage. Wisdom save.
Okay, poor guy is already held.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not held. He saved at the end of his
that's
turn.
He saves.
He saves?
He rolled 2 15s.
Damn.
What is
Wow.
the save? Is it wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, he saves.
He's a wise dirt wizard.
And I'll combat inspiration to say, Raphael, get him now.
Do you want to move anywhere, Artigan?
How close could I get to anything?
You're here. 1, 2, 3. You get to like right next to Raphael on that side.
But I wouldn't be able to get next to Shanir.
You would not.
Then I'll move next to the column.
This column?
Yep.
Okay, let me put it back into place.
Yeah, I'll do right next to Raphael next to that column. There we go.
Right there.
Yep.
Raphael. Nope, cavalry. Lodi first. Raphael, go get him! As he attacks, you can make a move. That's one of his abilities. He lets you move with your reactions. Oh,
Alright.
you don't have a reaction. Well, he didn't think of that. And he misses.
Oh, Lodi.
Gillian will go
So sad.
and hit. And Frederick will move over here. He's pretty hurt.
He didn't want a TPK, so he brought the cavalry for you guys. It's good.
All right. Well, I move.
They almost got him. It was really close.
How many
What do you mean?
how many
almost got
spaces
him?
can I move to get
No,
to?
they did get him, but then Art was still up.
They almost got Art.
Can I move to Chenier?
They should have killed Artigan first. They fucked up. Always kill Artigan first.
They were close.
Can I move?
But they didn't do it.
Can I move to Chenier?
That's not you.
Oh, yeah, we used his mini for him for a while.
Yeah.
Dig his ass, Seabass.
Without saying anything.
No words?
See that?
That was great.
And I'm going to use an inspiration on this guy. Okay, so that's
So-
a natural 20, and my lowest other one would be a 23.
Crit.
Add the D12
Crit
to
hit
the
it?
nat
Yeah.
20.
Add the D12 to the crit.
Right.
So,
So
it'd
this
be
is
a
my
D12 for the
this
crit.
is my
You got your
crit.
min-max buddy by you.
Yeah, right. That's how you do it.
That's not too bad. So 15, that's 25, and 6.
31.
That'd be 31.
There you go.
And that's 10, and 12 would be 22. So
53 overall.
Yep.
53?
Take that, Dirt Wizard. Fuck yeah.
Finish him.
You're right. This ends now. Or you're wrong. This ends now. And I
Now you say
You're right,
something.
or you're right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way,
It doesn't matter. It
Right,
ends.
wrong, you're dead.
I'm gonna do you dirty,
Fuck you.
dirt wizard.
You just stick your sword in him. You
Yeah,
put a hole
just-
in it.
Yeah, I put a hole right into his gut, right where I would have my hole right now, from the tentacle.
You shove your sword into the gaping wound that he already had a cut, and that'll be your crit. And when you do, his eyes immediately start going white and fleeing up in the back of his head. And you put him down. You pin him up against the column. When you pull your sword out, he slowly slides down the column, just kind of seizing as he's dying.
And I go, dirt wizard. I spit in his face. Just kidding.
That's not Raphael style. That's
That'd-
Matt speaking.
That'd be Garrett. That'd be Garon.
That's Matt speaking right now.
Right.
I can't wait to be a barbarian.
It is really good. Being barbarians are fun.
In the next few rounds, this one creature won't be very effective. So there's no point to play out another 30 minutes of game to
You
put
guys
it down.
kill it. Sweet.
You will continue to surround it with 4 or 5 people, and sort it down. How low are you on hit points?
Oh, I'm at 79
That's not bad.
with 13
You were
temporary.
close. A couple bad spells might have gotten you.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, you succeed.
That guy that had his throat slit, is he dead? Okay.
Dead. Gloriosa's been trying to help him. She can't revive him. Yeah, he was just a scribe.
So,
Roll your perception. Actually, don't roll your perceptions. You see a blinding light coming from the windows, the stained glass windows.
Isn't that broken?
They are broken.
No. So it doesn't turn into a rainbow room.
What are you doing? It's like almost blinding.
I'm trying to make my way over to Gloriosa to stand by her.
Yeah, I'm trying to herd everyone into that corner.
Okay. You move everyone to that corner. It takes a couple minutes. It's hard to stare in that direction. You huddle everyone together, make sure everyone's okay, make sure that no one's dying. Frederick's the worst off besides you. He looks pretty burnt on the face.
Can we get to my mansion?
Upstairs?
It was in the teleportation room.
It was.
Let's go, guys.
I take Gloriosa's hand, and I'll start walking her up.
Okay. You take her hand, and you walk with her upstairs. You get upstairs. Same thing as you're walking up. You pass by some windows, and it's so bright it's hard to look at outside the window.
What's going on outside?
I'm not sure. We must get everybody to safety.
And you get past this. You don't want to, like, burn your retinas out.
Head down, kind of squinting, just maybe walking almost memory at this point.
And you get to the mansion. But only, not everyone can get in.
Yep.
Again.
I'm looking up
Here.
the thing.
They bounce off the wall.
Because you set who can and cannot enter it.
Yep. But I have another 7th level spell at least.
Just recast it.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to find out if it gets rid of.
Can you double mansion?
That's what I was curious about.
Triple mansion?
If it deletes the other one.
It's like putting a portable hole inside a
You can
portable
open
hole.
and close
You
the
create a
portal.
new dimension. So each time you're going to create another dimension.
Okay.
Man, that's even more
So I
fucked
have
up.
2 copies of the mansion.
Yes.
I'll tell anyone that I let in the first one, which was Raphael,
My retainers.
3 retainers,
And Roan.
and Roan, and
Probably us.
Merritt and Deloran, because I hadn't learned he was a traitor by then. So
Still don't know.
yeah, I think
No, you
I'll
don't.
just start casting it, and just as soon as it gets done, I'll put this one I'll allow everybody in. So
I think I blamed
So
you
24
in the
hours.
garden.
Yeah, you told them that I turned on us. And I'm a
Roan looks
fuckhead.
at you, Raphael.
He's a fuckhead. It's over.
Roan looks at you, says, Raphael, I'm sorry. I trusted them.
Do not apologize.
I trusted them with my life, and they've betrayed me. They've betrayed everyone. They've
Go on.
betrayed their world.
What's going around?
We will fix this.
She's still out there.
Amorosa? We will find her.
I'm sorry.
Please, go to safety. Artigan and I will check to see what this light is coming from.
she won't have any means of at least falsifying that she's our friend this time. It won't be a surprise. And yeah, after 1 minute, that portal opens up. You get that launch.
Do not blame yourself.
You get everyone ushered to safety.
So do you all go in the new one?
They all go in the new one together.
Okay. Couldn't tell if you guys were going to split
Is
up
it
and go to your
also
old
Arts
house.
Museum, or is it a different
Um,
interior decorated?
Now there's no pictures of Deloran.
I think actually for this one, it's going to be a copy of the Citadel, which is going to be really weird because it's a Citadel within the Citadel. I
kinda
feel
cool.
like everyone's more comfortable with the Citadel. So
I have an inspiration. I like that
thanks.
a lot. You walk them in to the front entrance of the Citadel. You go back to the windows.
Yeah.
So when you walk, it is really hard to see out
It's
there.
probably really harsh on my eyes, especially.
Oh, yeah. In fact, it's really bad for your eyes. The
Instant
light is
sunburn.
like so bright, your pink retinas.
When you make a copy of the Citadel, is
Give
the
me
glowing light still
a-
coming in?
no, and the stained glass isn't broken because I would be going out to an extra dimension.
Give me a Constitution.
And obviously your garden isn't enchanted like it is because that would be hard to do.
Yeah.
You do have your proficiency.
That'd be a 16.
16.
Whoa, are you serious? That's nice.
You have a hard time looking out the windows and you see the Tower of the Gods. And there is a blinding beam of light shining up into the sky.
Oh, you ascended? Is that what happened to you
And
over there?
it's a huge beam. It takes up the entirety of the tower. It shoots upward and upward, farther than you can see, through the clouds, through the sky. And there's people gathered around the streets that are doing the same as you. They're looking up and around and like trying to figure out what's going on, why this light is coming from where it is.
Did Gloriosa tell Artigan and I that the tome was gone? I can't remember.
I think Deloran might have. Yeah, she did actually.
Yeah, we went in there and she was like, "Oh, I handed the tome to somebody," and
She
I
told
asked
you
her,
because
was
you
it
were
Deloran?
talking to her for a while.
because I saw Deloran burst out, and I was
Right.
like, "Oh, was it Deloran?" And she's like, "No, it wasn't Deloran. It was somebody else."
So nervously, I asked Artigan, "What do you think that is?"
I'm not sure, but I believe we should get back in that mansion and rest. I don't think we can do anything about it now. Whether good or bad.
Can you talk to Merritt?
No.
Maybe Rowan can help.
Maybe.
We'll go back to the mansion.
You go back to the mansion.
That fucker's not tapped. He wasn't doing his part in that fight.
Yeah.
He's like, I was just hanging on.
Help me.
It's like, oh yeah, I can teleport us out. Then why didn't you?
Yeah, fucker.
I was holding on to these spells just in case.
Yeah, you know.
We get back into the mansion.
Everyone's there.
Rowan,
He's sitting in the main entrance. He hasn't moved. He's on one of the benches that lie in the perimeter of the hall.
I'll take a knee right in front of him. Can you contact Merritt for us?
I used both today to contact you and to contact Gillian. And you both came to our aid.
I look at Gillian. Kind of like, you weren't right beside him the whole time look.
He kind of raises his eyebrows. He's got his helmet under his arm. You
No.
should rest.
The light is coming from the Tower of the Gods.
The tower is lit up.
It's coming from the sky.
Blinding light to us, even at the Citadel. Must be unimaginably blurred.
I looked at Gloriosa. Gloriosa, are you able to contact Merritt?
Lodi can. Lodi, where is he? He should be around here.
Let's go find Lodi.
But he was with you guys.
I thought he was with us.
He's in the
She's
Citadel.
blind.
Lodi! Here, boy.
Takes you a little bit to find him. He's in the healer's hall. Kind of by the stained glass window, just looking up at it. Raphael,
Lodi, can you contact Merritt for us?
yes. There's a chance it doesn't work across planes. It's a low chance, but
Shall we step outside the door?
Yeah, let's step outside and try.
so he'll step outside. He will cast sending. What do you want to say?
There is a bright light over the Tower of the Gods.
You're just rolling your hand.
Well,
You're not counting.
no. Well, there is a bright light over the Tower of the Gods. I had it right. I had it right. Where are you? Are you okay?
Mansion in
Mansion.
teleportation room.
In teleportation. That's 20 room. 21.
What do you want to say?
He who was a god.
25 words or less.
Try rolling your fingers.
Fuck off, Garavon.
Oh no.
What do you want to say?
You are who you choose to be. Choose wisely.
It's less than 25.
Fucking cryptic.
What does that mean?
So
When he does the spell, you see Lodi send his message, and as he's receiving it, a tear spills from his eye.
Lodi, what happened?
I don't think he's with us anymore. He replied, but it wasn't merit. It was something greater. It was divine.
he's not here on this plane.
Divine. Did he use the book? Did he ascend?
I think that might be what happened.
What if
He
there's-
starts crying.
Let's go back in.
This is good news. We must
I've
tell.
only felt that connection a few times.
we must
With
tell.
Moradin.
We must tell Gloriosa.
Switching over.
What did you do?
So are they leave me for dead?
You wake up, but you're not you. You're
The clone me?
seeing blacks and whites, and you feel this viscous liquid around your body, but it's hard to feel, it's hard to think, it's hard to know what's going on, but you do know who you are. And it's dark. You see a crack of light. Poof. It's blinding.
Am I
And
on
you
a
hear
surface?
something metal slide to the side.
Okay.
And you see a dragonborn. You're trying to open your eyes. You're trying to move your limbs, but you can't. You're exhausted. You're fatigued. And it's a dragonborn looking down at you. He towers above all other dragonborn that you see around him. You aren't my friend, and you are no longer my ally. And he dunks your head.
What am I in?
Liquid.
Oh, am I? Is this the cloning tank? But I made my death saving throws. All right, cool, whatever. So Roderick drowns me.
You struggle a few times. You try to come back up for air. He pushes you down again. You can't resist.
No, I wouldn't be able to resist him.
You try again. He pushes you down. You finally swallow a gulp of liquid. When you can't hold your breath any longer, he plugs your nose. He closes your mouth.
And he shushes me?
He doesn't shush you.
Okay. I'm like, oh, so sad. Okay, but he suffocates me.
And you drown.
Do you wake up in another clone?
That would suck.
And
No.
you don't wake up.
Bummer.
So, 2 players. No longer here.
What the fuck did you do?
I
I
died.
can't
You're not
even
done.
mad at you.
You're not done?
I'm dead.
But you're not done. You still have time. We have an hour.
How am I not done if I'm dead?
Because we're gonna do some live actual roleplay right now where we dunk your head into a tub.
Have you ever been waterboarded? Well, we still have me and can play out and see what happens.
We are going to play things out. But I'm also going to pass time. A lot of time. A year, in fact. Oh, shit. I want to know what Artigan's going to do in this next year as well as Raphael.
Well, what happens at the eclipse?
The eclipse happens. And I'm going to give you the overview of what actually takes place.
Man, this is not fair, dude. Like a whole year I have to tell you what I would have done.
Or what you want to do in that year, what you want to accomplish. But let me give you what happens. In a few days, Solus Tenebris will take place. The sun blackens. It's blotched from the sky. Usually, Solus Tenebris would take a few hours to finish. It doesn't finish. It stays dark all day. It stays dark the next few days. It stays dark the next week, month. It stays dark the next year.
Crops fail. People die.
Across the world.
What about the garden at the Citadel?
It's alive. The city's walls stay strong. There's reports from different cities that have fallen. There's reports from different cities that stay afloat. Riverstorm is destroyed from within. An army of undead was flooded into the world through Riverstorm. Through Shadowstorm. Riverstorm is almost entirely a shadow crossing from your reports. Undead and people alike can freely travel through that shadow crossing to the Shadow Fell or back to the Prime Material. But it is infested with undead. Magnus's entire army was almost decimated. Rathus Krenth died in the battle.
Who's Rathus Krenth again?
The shield.
Yeah.
Shield. Oh, that's right.
Augustus lived. Broderick died from the reports.
No, what? You killed both my characters. That's horrible.
Hey, remember at the beginning where you murder hoboed that little goblin?
Payback's a bitch.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Ro died.
Oh, come on, man. That's 2 for me.
Right? How does that feel? Fuck you too.
Almost 3 today.
Yeah, that's true.
Magnus lived, and he retreated back to a familiar city that he knew. And he now resides in Fulgrim, in the eastern continent, within his own walls, with a sliver of an army that he once had.
Did Lorenzo die?
Renzo lived. But you're still Artigan.
Yeah. That's just curiosity. Delete the character that I just updated? Or no?
I don't think that's going to be an issue.
An entire year goes by in these circumstances, and I want to know what you would want to have accomplished. Travel outside of the cities is not advised, but for you guys, you can get away with it for the most part because you can handle yourselves outside in the dark.
And we can teleport to anywhere that...
You can teleport between cities.
So, first of all,
65 wishes.
I grew a
I know.
sweet
That's my
freaking
first
white
thought.
beard. And I groom it so it looks nice. But it grew, and I have a sweet freaking white beard now.
That's
So
the
it
most
looks like
important thing to you.
Pasty Santa?
Oh, yeah. Without the gut.
Oh, it's been a year.
It's a pretty nice thick beard too, right?
Do you groom it or do you let it go wild?
No. I groom it somewhat. Like I don't let it go crazy, but it's awesome. When everybody looks at it, they're thinking, God, that's a nice beer. Right?
Okay. So that's first of all. What else?
I believe Artigan and Raphael would be researchers and trying to think of our next moves.
I would say I have been doing some research.
So
yeah.
between a lot of praying, like maybe like trying to like meditate, talk to Merritt in the great beyond, however he would, Raphael would be praying to Savras, right? He'd probably be thinking this is how it was meant to go, but he still feels he has a duty to trudge on with whatever he's doing. Right now he's trying to figure out what happened to Merritt.
Okay.
I would say we'd go to that Elven Kingdom down in the southwest corner of Shirinor.
Mirabelle, the ambassador of Shirinor, is still with the Citadel. She stays on with you guys.
So we'd probably go
Do you
use
stay on
their...
with the Citadel?
Oh, yeah, that'd probably be where we camp up, right? We have nowhere else to go besides Linspire, but that's probably overtaken, I would assume.
Linspire? It had walls. It survived. In fact, they do pretty well for themselves. Your mother's still alive. Your retainers, parents, and friends.
I'd probably allow my retainers to go visit once in a while, but I'd call them back.
I allow you to go visit.
Yeah. Like, this is dire times, dude. Like,
Okay.
you're called to duty, yo. So I'd take Reynold, Artigan, and myself. We'd probably go to Shirinor, use their resources.
What's funny is you call him Reynold. I've always thought he is Reynold.
Sure.
Rennie.
What else, dude?
Artigan, you have many chances to cast a very powerful spell.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what you're doing. Are you trying to bring anybody back? Are you trying to use it outside of its limits? If you use it outside of its limits, let me know.
Yep.
You have a wish spell. In fact, you have a year's worth of wish spells.
Yep.
Would we
Well,
know?
Unless it fucks it up really bad.
Would
you
we
could
know-
permanently not be able to cast it?
Would we try? Like, I would probably say we gotta, like, at some point in a year, I'd be like, what about Deloran Cooper? Like, where did he go? What happened to him?
This
You're doing research, so let's start with that.
Mhm.
In your first week, give me an investigation check. You can have advantage because he's helping you.
no. Wait, I rolled. I did 2 rolls for investigation.
Just an investigation with advantage.
Oh, oops. Okay, I rolled advantage twice for some reason.
Just use those dice.
Okay. Investigation would be +4, so 5. Oh, with advantage, it's a 20
20
total.
In the first week, you don't discover much, and it's a lot of confusion. What's going on out in the world? Why the sun's not come back?
Mostly looking myself for more spells I can cast.
But you truly believe Merritt is gone and that he has ascended. Messages from this point forward have not worked sending. But Lodi believes it in his heart.
During that week, I think at some point I'm going to try to pray to Merritt.
Yeah, we probably start praying to Merritt a little bit.
Like, I don't know if you're still there.
Does that feel
but-
weird?
Yeah.
Oh, just wait for it. I'm planning on the last 2 levels being a paladin. I'm going to be a paladin of Merritt.
Paladin and a cleric of the rising demon sun.
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
In the second week,
Devil, not demon.
you receive a letter that gives you more information of where Merritt's belongings are. And you retrieve them. A bag of holding. Nope, not a bag of holding.
I have the bag of holding.
A staff
Or had.
with a green metal topper. It doesn't look like his except for the staff part. Anything else you had on? You didn't have much.
Nope, not much. I left the focused amulet on the floor. And I mean, did my clothes drop from where I was? Actually, even with that, I didn't even have a shirt on at the time. I was running around wearing a pair of breeches.
And you
with my
folded out your condor wings and
Yep. I had a staff, an amulet, a little token that I'm assuming Skizit brought with him unless he evaporated on the
took
spot.
that shit.
Yeah.
Token?
My
Token.
my
Yeah, right. Like,
The light from the Tower of the Gods is still there, although a lot dimmer, not as bright, and it goes up into the sky. And Lodi truly believes that's the ascension.
Have we?
Give me actually, don't give me a perception. I forget that you have lots of time. You don't need to roll it. You see a secondary thin light that wraps around it all the way up. Kind of coils around it. But it's also just a string of light.
I'm sure there'd be a time where we go to the Tower of the Gods and
Yeah.
see.
Go to take a look, and I'd have my spells ready to be able to teleport out if we need to.
The light is blinding in every room, in every part of the tower, supernaturally, because it shouldn't shine through stone or stone floors or ceilings.
And it's impossible to see anything in there.
Inside.
it's just a really
Eventually,
long Hallow
though,
spell.
like after a couple weeks, you can get in there and the light's starting to fade.
I got on my sunglasses.
And you get his belongings eventually.
So we don't see anything in the Tower of Gods besides just blinding light.
Eventually.
Mhm.
It fades, but it's a few weeks.
Okay. So that's what I would research.
Okay.
Like what happened at the Tower of the Gods is what I'm trying to
You're
find
pretty
out.
sure you know what happened.
Ascension.
Okay.
There's
So-
no real... It's never happened like this that you know of. Maybe the Raven Queen, but hers was different because it ended in a lot of bloodshed and death. This just ended like this.
So you got the amulet and the staff.
Yep, you get the amulet, you get the staff. No clothes.
Relics.
Wish.
I'm going to try to figure out ways that I can make it so that either there's more of us because we lost 2 members. So I'm going to, at one point, wish to have a way to pop back. Can I copy clone with wish?
Mm-hmm. It's not 9th level.
Yep. I'm going to clone you, me. I'm gonna clone. What was your mom's name?
Gloriosa.
Gloriosa.
Okay.
I'm gonna clone her, and I'm actually going to make her. When she comes out, she's going to be in her earlier years, so she's going to be a lot younger.
You dog.
So that
It's a woman.
Smite from the heavens.
Yeah, right?
Lightning every day.
No. I'm doing it so that she get her eyes back.
So
okay?
good.
I got you.
But obviously not going to kill her so that she becomes that, but if she does pass during any
If you
time,
die of natural causes, you
Yeah.
don't come back.
even after clone,
Yeah, you do. You always come back.
With clone?
it's the
Okay.
spirit
There's
comes
some
back.
resurrection spells that say you can't bring people back that die of natural causes.
Yep. Old age is the only way that you cannot true resurrect someone. But
Yeah, but they keep getting
clone,
older.
yeah.
Clone, you can stay young forever.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
you come back young and then come
So,
back young and then come
I'm going to
back
do
young.
that for anyone that seems like they would be potent in a fight and would possibly leave to fight at any point.
Does
Artigan's
Wish
army.
cost any components?
Wish makes it so it does not cost any components.
But Wish itself might have a cost.
I don't believe so. I think it's just you do it.
Yeah, that's great.
I make an army of us.
Well, the thing is clone, it just makes it so that if anyone dies, they don't die.
Yeah, they
just
come
come
back in the
back.
body.
But I think at some point, is there a way that I can make a room that has magic that just, it won't work in that room over that year? It's another thing I'd like to try to do. Make a,
The castle in Riverstorm was like that.
yeah, I'm looking to see if I can enchant a
If
room.
it duplicates another spell's effect. So,
Mhm.
I'm going to give you this next week to kind of
Mhm.
figure out Artigan's wish path.
Okay.
It'll be definitely something that'll be lengthy,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you'd like to put more thought into it.
I have an idea of what I'm going to do, but yeah, probably
This
would be better
is
to wait a week.
the third and final chapter of the campaign. We're kind of actually halfway through the third chapter. So maybe this is the fourth act. The temple realigns itself to Merit. Father Merit, Dawnkeeper. The new deity.
The new sun.
In your research, just with enough time to figure things out, you do believe that Nerull is still around. And he has his hands in the world with these creatures, these undead that flooded the world. Who do you want to play as?
I will say one of my
I don't know.
wishes.
Can I think about it?
You can think about it.
Yeah, because we're done for today, yeah?
I mean, we will have a bit of time.
Oh, we do?
I will say one of my wish things I'm gonna do is if I can make a room that blocks out magic, I'm going to build a cell in there, and then try to use wish to true resurrection Deloran.
True Resurrection's 9th level?
Oh wait, no, not true resurrection.
Yeah.
What's the one?
Raised Dead is...
As good as you can get. But don't you need...
The body.
The body.
You're right.
Do I?
Yeah. Only the 9th level one can do without the body. So Cooper is dead.
I'm pretty sure, but let's find out. Resurrection.
Well, who are you going to play as?
You touch a dead creature.
Okay.
So you can do
I'll
the
be
9th
thinner.
level spell, but you have to do it within the first.
It makes sense if they have a year to
No, I guess you don't have to do it within
gather
the first
and
10 days,
copy
but you have to
people.
make that
you would reach
that
out to
risk.
those two.
Sure.
The risk of going and getting Deloran?
No,
Or
the risk
It's
of
Artigan's army.
losing wish forever.
okay.
Artigan's army. Yeah.
So here's the thing.
It's not the irregulars. It's Artigan's army.
Artigan's army now, yeah.
Do I make it?
While you're thinking of that, who do you want to play as, Brian? Merritt is gone.
I think...
I
yeah,
will take
33
his character sheet for my own.
Yeah. Does he still have an 8 in strength?
I want to say it's probably in its 30s or 50s. I don't really know what gods are statted like.
I don't
Yeah.
think people bother to stack
I don't
gods.
think you stat gods.
Yeah, I think... Yeah.
So
It's
if you're coming
manifest
back
at
as
will.
Mist, I'll be Finner.
I was thinking Mist is most likely.
Okay.
He has a reason to still be romping around out in the world, and if these guys have a year of this kind of thing, it would surprise me if Art traveled actually pretty extensively with both of them,
Mm-hmm.
and so he would probably find a way to reach out and...
Or maybe they just come back through the Citadel.
Or maybe you end up back there because it's safer to be in a city with walls.
I don't think Finner would worry about it too much.
That's true. Or miss, probably.
Yeah.
You guys are adventurers, and you are level 18.
And Finner, as long as it's dark, is like happier than a pig in shit.
Okay.
What I'm going to do for the wish is I'm going to eventually create a Smulcrium, which I'm going to cast Wish for Deloran from the Smulcrium.
Oh, gross.
Wait, you're gonna what now?
Small.
You're making a Simulacrum of Deloran?
No, I'm making a Smulcrium of me
Oh.
and casting Wish from the Smulcrium
Oh,
to...
making the Simulacrum do it. In case
Yeah.
it backfires, he
In
gets
case-
fucked, not you.
Exactly.
All right.
Wowza.
I feel like that's
You
like
need pieces of that creature's body.
Wishing for
Okay.
more wishes.
So
have
no,
any
but
pieces
he
of
can
that.
make the simulacrum wish a wish that isn't a spell.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if it backfires, the simulacrum gets fucked, not him.
Yeah. So he's making a copy of
Breaking the
himself
system.
Yep.
to make the unmanageable wish.
Yeah, it's kind of slavery or some shit. I don't know. It seems bad.
Artigan's probably in this area. He's like somewhat taking on Deloran's opinion of things, where you
The
need to
greater
do what you
good.
need to do sometimes,
All right.
and it's bugging him that Deloran did not.
Do what he needed to do.
Yeah, as far as you know, I turned.
Yeah, but that's why I wanted to put you in the anti-magic room.
Oh, so you could fuck me up?
So I could-
Huh?
Does the soul want to come back ever?
It wanted to come back into the clone.
I mean,
Clone just happens.
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a choice with clone. You can
That's
be
what we've
unwilling.
established.
You can be unwilling. Am I still like? Is Deloran's soul like? What's it doing for that time? Where is it? Kind of depends. If I'm in Baator, then yes, I'm willing. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Let me out.
Yeah, what's the
right.
judgment of Deloran? Are these all things we should just rest on
What
and
happens
think
to
about?
Cooper?
We're gonna do it right now.
okay.
We got time.
Where's
so-
Cooper for?
Yeah,
that
but I gotta
time?
pee.
I gotta pee
That's too
too.
bad.
All right, we're waiting. Suck it up.
Deloran doesn't get a vote.
Cooper doesn't get a vote.
Shit.
Okay.
Merit.
Okay, wait a second.
So wait, Merritt had me in his back pocket the whole time?
It's not up to me. I'm not the god.
God damn it.
What
Merritt's a fucking god.
What was Cooper's experience like? Do I want to not remember if I go
No.
back?
That's right.
Merit. What is your judgment of Deloran's soul?
Oh, that's bad for me. I did punk the shit out of you twice right before the end.
Mm-hmm.
But he would,
But
as a god,
I
would
figured
you know?
out that you were being controlled,
Oh, you did?
Probably.
probably.
I mean, if you're a god, you
Well-
probably know.
Yeah, I extracted that bit of information from Gaziel
Oh, Gaziel knew.
and then confirmed it later
Okay.
when I was running shit.
Yeah, right.
And the last thing I said to you, albeit twice, is I'll forgive you if I can.
Right.
And I think he does.
You won't go to Baator.
Oh, thank you, Merritt. Thanks for not sending me to Baator. So where am I?
Do I have a realm?
Do you have a merit realm?
Oh, yes.
It has to be in hiding.
Yeah. So
It's
it's
like
not
we're hanging out?
it's not a full sun, but it's a dwarf star that you're standing on.
Okay, but I mean, are you there? Are we spending time together? Do I get to see you and interact with you?
I don't know how the god realms work, but
If a normal mortal were ever to meet a god face to face, they would not be able to withstand the
Yeah.
power.
That's why I came
Gods
back.
can visit people in avatars, but even that could drive people mad.
That's why I came
The
back.
best
as an
communication
albino.
with the god is just by voice,
just
Even after I'm dead?
or through others.
Oh, so do you talk to me while I'm dead? Or do I just sit in the star?
Do you have anyone else in your realm yet? There's probably a few. You have to
Yeah.
pass judgment on lots.
Then
I don't care about them, though. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know them.
I mean, he's the one that forgave you. If you said that to me, I'd be like, go to Baator.
Go to Baator.
I mean, Cooper's always honest about shit, though. I mean, Merritt knows that. I'm just trying to figure out
He's-
if Cooper would want to stay dead or not.
he is not there all the time. This is a very orderly realm of cause and effect. Good, though. It is nice there. It is always dawn.
It is a place for those who show merit.
Yeah. There's lots of pseudopods.
Oh God, that's horrible. So if someone's trying to call Cooper back and he knows, can I talk to you as I'm getting the call? Can I consult with Merritt?
You could probably. I mean, do you pray when you're dead? Sort of.
You could probably consult through a higher being, an angel, an archangel.
Whatever happened
Yeah.
to Kushiel? Is he dead?
Yes.
Okay.
But you don't see him.
Bummer.
Oh no! What did you do, Merritt?
Okay, so someone's trying to bring me back to life. What do you think I should do? Do I know who's calling me?
You see the light,
Right,
and
but
you
backwards.
feel the warmth of
This
the
is all
sunbeams
like
on you.
DM fiat, so
Yeah.
he's gonna tell you because he's God.
You feel the warm sunlight.
You know, as much as I feel shitty about how Cooper died, one of his flaw, I think, was that he believed that the people that died were the lucky ones. So Cooper probably stays dead.
Okay,
He's done now.
his story has been told.
He's
This is as lucky as he's gonna get.
yeah.
Mhm.
You don't want to go live again and risk fucking it up,
Right.
And not ending up. Which
I
seems to be a
forgave
pretty
you
good
twice.
Yeah, right.
third time's a charm.
Yeah. So Cooper's like, you know what? You got to find somebody else, man.
Okay.
I'm good with it.
That's what you say. You don't
Doesn't
hear
work.
that. It just doesn't work.
I'll stay and have conversations with Merritt about stuff.
Deloran lives on in another way.
I have a kid somewhere.
You have a kid somewhere.
Oh,
So,
Shira.
you can think on how you're going to try to break my game in the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll come back as Finner, and you'll be missed.
Can we write some stuff up, and maybe I'll write some stuff up and email it to you?
Yeah,
what I want to
I
do.
would love for you to
I'll get
do
with
some
Alex.
in-between
We'll
stuff.
start a message chain.
Hey, does Finner ever find Timmer?
Timber was found
Yeah, was he
and
alive?
safe
Oh, that's
and
good.
alive
Nice.
under his fourth alias.
He was
Sweet.
pregnant.
Yeah.
With Magnus's kid.
Oh, Timmer, no. Okay.
And Mist and Finner
Mhm.
reconnect at some point.
Sweet.
Mist has a wyvern.
Oh yeah, that's a pet. It's a baby.
You got to
You
wait.
are
Egg
Mist,
that you stole?
the wyvern rider.
What's that?
Mist, the wyvern rider.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it's been a year, so it's probably big enough to ride now.
Yes. Nice.
That was gonna be the snag with having a baby wyvern. Like, well,
It's big enough to carry both of you.
Sweet. I mean, I'm small, so.
Yeah.
He's just hanging onto the car.
Yeah.
His ass.
I can fit in your backpack.
So, you can also figure out what you guys have been doing. this
Do we
past
meet
year.
up within the year? So do I have time to do things with them or no?
No.
Okay. We're going to meet up
pass a
a
year.
year.
I have to piss.
oh, an eclipse is amazing for you.
Yeah, because that's the monk, the shadow monk.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow everywhere.
All the time.
I mean, you can still be inside, torches lit.
Torches
All I
make
should do is
shadows.
look outside, though.
Yeah.
And boop, find a shadow and go.
Go pee. You're like jumping up.
Thank
and
you.
down.
I am. I gotta go to the bed.
Oh, come on. He gets permission?
Raphael, what else are you doing? Anything
Well,
that you can
like,
think of?
I'd really like to take a week and just maybe write something up.
Okay.
And like I said, like talk it over with Alex and see what he's doing is definitely going to influence what I do.
Yeah. I'm going to be trying to fix the world as much as I can. So
I know you are.
And what you should do is use your wish to emulate your bracelet and those lights, so you can have lots of lights.
But I'll tell you,
that don't catch on fire.
that beard's awesome.
Anything else Mist is doing in this year?
Mist.
So going back to the Planeswalker Ranger, we had talked about it a little when you played him for what, 2 games? 4 games?
Yeah. It was, a month, maybe a year ago.
You're going to get a pet, by the way.
You have an ability to feel portals.
You want
Now, I think the portal
What a
ability
direwolf.
of that subclass is not good. And that's my opinion, and I've changed it.
Okay.
That'd be
So
awesome.
you can use it a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier in a day, and it's any portals within 5 miles.
Okay.
Because the first ability that it said in the book, I think, is a mile once a day.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems kind of crazy, especially for portals that just pop up randomly.
Yep.
For static portals, you could eventually find something in a year for 365 days. But we have passed 3 months in game, I think, total, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. So we're in the summer.
So, what happens if the sun never shines? Is there summer?
I mean, there's a season, but it's just a dark season.
So yes, we're still getting some
Go
warmth
pee,
from
man.
the sun being out, but
God.
it's just not direct.
Okay.
I'll give it to you guys because we took an early break this time, and then I sent
Yeah.
you guys away
I
while
drank a
Merritt
shit
was
ton of
doing his
coffee.
thing.
Yeah.
Sad thing is, I need to go too.
So
We're just like,
Cycling through
Whatever.
real quick.
So Mist has spent some time just kind of. Well, he started off just east of the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and actually was near the wall when it collapsed, but still on the eastern side. So he kind of turned back, and it was just then that the egg had hatched. And so he'd spent some time trying to care for that crazy little creature. And he is very prone to just kind of following a new shiny thing. So he's easily distracted, and
Doesn't even have to be shiny; it just has to be unique.
anything that's interesting is like he drops everything and he goes.
Then Finder's going to try to convince you to be part of his new thieves guild, and that we should go and you should be a cat burglar, and we should go steal things from people.
Oh, cat jokes already.
Cat burglar.
Yeah, it would
Mist
be
is a
great.
tabaxi for
Yes.
those that don't know.
Oh boy, this cat burglar.
He did
It's
go
at least
on you on
intriguing.
one venture. Do you remember that? You went and looted a mansion with Finner,
Mhm.
yeah.
It
where
went poorly.
Finner disappeared immediately, and then you just lost him.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Popped up later.
Yeah, I vaguely remember, and I thought it was maybe Artigan too, that just made everyone invisible, and then I didn't know where they were because I couldn't see them,
Mhm.
and that's how we got separated. But yeah, he's not particularly against the idea of a thieves guild or a thieves partnership, though he does return to the Weeping Coast for a time, where he is a prince.
Oh, can I come with you?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Then I'll play. I will. Okay. Cool. You're a prince?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to rob you.
He's he knows what you're doing,
Yeah, right.
and so he would spend some time there, obviously showing.
Next, Brian after him.
I guess I probably should.
Just going in a circle.
We can. Are we doing roses and thorns?
No,
No, we're still
talking.
talking about what we're doing.
This is going to be a little
Let me-
end, starting chapter 4, hashing what you're doing, hashing what's going on, hashing out who these 2 new people are.
Finner he becomes even luckier as time goes on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that would be kind of that's my home. And while I'm not actually like directly in line for the throne or anything like that, there is a whole literally
Literally
in
litter.
front of me.
That's awesome.
He is noble, and so would probably return there as like the primary place. And from those waterfalls and cliff tops, he gets his avatar on and tries to learn to fly on the back of the
I was
wyvern
actually going
from
to
those
mention
cliffs.
that your cliffs are very safe from this incursion of undead, but you've gathered from down here. You're on the southern continent of the world.
Mm-hmm.
That the undead have taken the entire world, not just Arashen, the northern continent. And they are down in Gyalden. They're outside of your cities.
Mm-hmm.
Your city is safe because it's high up on the cliffs and it only needs that one outer wall to guard the backside because nothing can get up the cliffside.
Yep. And undead are actually his first favorite enemy.
Oh, I'll help
And
you
so-
go beat up undead.
So yeah, when we get back there, I would say possibly tied into whatever guild you're trying to form. We create raiding excursions. I pool men from my noble resources, and we make, standardized raiding parties around the
This
Weeping
is
Coast.
military-minded as well, I remember.
Yeah, so we're gonna, we set up regiments, we organize schedules, we clean out areas, we build up extra walls and fences, and then we clean up more areas, and then we push it back further and further.
Okay. So that's what
And
you
that's what we spend, at least a year on.
Cool. So I've got a good basis of what everyone's doing. I
Except
am
for
going to
Guardian's
give you
wishes.
some time during the week if you want to write me things, send me things, stories, backstory, lists, shopping lists, things you want to do. But I'm going to tell you the one main thing you found out is the world is in dire straits. It is overran by undead everywhere. And even through Artigan's trials and tries to save the world as much as he can, you can't even really make a dent.
I can create safe spots, basically.
Dense, if you will.
In that year, you also believe that over half the world population was destroyed.
Oh, shit.
You can't
That's
get any
horrible.
hard numbers
And this is by like undead?
by undead. Many cities were unsafe. They didn't have walls. They didn't have guards.
Didn't have hallowed gardens.
I'm going to be definitely using Hollow a few times to create a couple bubbles of safe from undead areas.
It's very smart.
Yeah.
So, that's the first year.
Oh, shit.
I'm also going to kick you up to level 19
Whoa. One more level, huh?
because there's a year in between and we're starting the final chapter. We'll probably go over 20. Even if you
Be
hit
20 for a
20,
while.
we'll have you continue on for a little bit until we close out this game and this campaign.
Gotta figure out what Magnus is doing, what Nerull is doing, what Merritt is doing.
So what do I do if I want to learn Thieves' Camp, but I don't have any thief levels?
You'd have to.
Do I have to take one?
I think
Is
you.
it the only way?
Well,
I think it's an extra language.
that-
Do you have any options to learn an extra language?
There's a feat where you can take linguist and you learn more languages.
There you go.
And I could take one of them as Thieves' Camp?
if you, that's
think
pretty
so.
hefty. That's a steep enough price.
Yep.
Let's
You
do that or
spend
a
a year
level
trying to
thief.
learn it with.
Yeah.
And the level in Rogue, you mean nothing.
Yeah, rogue, I mean, yeah.
I would allow that.
A level in rogue or a feat.
Yeah.
I think either way, it's a pretty taxing
Would
cost.
Artigan and I ever
Well, my capstone is
learn
shitty. My
in a
capstone's
year
like, when you roll initiative and have
about
no
what
key
happened
points,
to
you
Deloran?
gain 4.
or you
like-
can catch wind of anything?
That's right. We didn't cross that bridge. Give me an
Hmm.
investigation check with advantage.
What was this for?
This is for Deloran and learning what happened to him.
Oh, okay.
Investigation with
I got
advantage.
a +4 in there, so
We both have the same.
I got a natural 20.
You do. You eventually learn that he was executed by Magnus.
Did they figure
Fraudrick.
out that I was mind fucked?
With a natural 20, you learned Magnus told you straight up. You've had contact with Magnus.
Okay.
He resides in Fulgrin on the eastern part of the continent.
Sure.
But he didn't lie about it. This was 2 days before Tenebris Solus Tenebris.
And what would our relationship with Magnus be right now?
Tenuous at best.
Okay.
It's
I mean, he did say, I mind fucked your friend, then killed him.
Right. No, yeah. Like, it's not good. But all things considering, like...
he lost his army.
To keep things
He's
tenuous,
no force against the world like he used to be.
I will say at one point I'll ask for the zombie body, basically, of my girlfriend. If he wants to keep...
Yeah. Your whole thing is just...
I mean, you could
She's
wish
a
her back
coin right
now.
now, dude.
Yeah.
That's a good, interesting thing. He does know where it's at. It is in a semi-infested area of undead. Nothing you couldn't handle by yourself if you wanted.
Okay. I will go there by myself and use invisibility and
Yeah,
such.
you're already good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make you role play it out because you do it. And you do it with flying colors and you retrieve her body.
Okay.
It is pretty much a skeleton.
I just need the remains so that I can resurrect it.
And you can resurrect it if you want.
That'll be something I'll decide to do, possibly.
Okay. We'll deal with that in between weeks. I also, because I'm introducing 2 new characters, just a slight outside of the game metagame, you have to work together.
I mean,
Yeah. Well,
I figure we're friends by
But
now.
not just you 2, all 4 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to run 2 stories.
do you want us to be back
At the Citadel?
At the Citadel?
We can be.
With a year
Next
of
game.
explain away, we can make that.
The next game is when we meet up.
Well,
Or
you as a
the
group
Weeping
decide.
Coast, wherever.
You as a group decide. Do you
Okay.
want to work from the Citadel or do you want to work from the Weeping Coast clans? Is it a big city? I think it's a small city.
Yeah, it was.
It's got a teleportation circle. It's pretty safe. It could be one of the last bastions of civilization. We could be moving people from other places to the Weeping Coast in order to help keep them safe.
Mhm.
Which the Citadel has done their part in that as well.
Yeah.
Is the Citadel as safe?
Yeah, they're behind walls.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we
They're
can.
probably a little less safe, but that's relative. You never know, like, what could happen at any point. Will the walls always be safe? You still question that after a year.
You can say we're at the Citadel for now. It's not hard for us to get back and forth.
Maybe we're on a grocery trip.
Yeah.
If there's teleportation circles, it'd be easy to get
Yeah,
scrolls.
and that's kind of ground zero for Artigan and Raphael. So they're going to want to be...
Yeah.
They're going to want to be close to that tower.
So yeah,
The-
after 11 months of hanging out down there, let's say about a month ago, we got up to there, and we're kind of headquartering because it's, hey, there's more strong and badass guys.
Sure, why
That's
not?
kind of
You're
cool.
gonna build statues.
Avengers Assemble.
Adventures. I feel like
Yeah, I
Hawkman
think
or
I'll
something.
eventually build some
I
statues.
said I feel like Hawkman. I'm
Do you
like,
finish Garabon's statue first, though?
I'm not an A-lister anymore.
You can finish Garabon's statue.
Yeah, you and I both just like poof. Tick, 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 tick.
Mm.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
So you're going to go to the Citadel.
Yeah.
We'll be there. Well,
Then we're going to end the
For a
session
while.
on this. You are all invited to attend a meeting at the Citadel. It's going to be led by Rome. He's taken up a pretty heavy hand in this city. And all the people that had their connections with gods have lost it. Some still worship the other gods, though. That hasn't changed 100%. But a lot of people now worship Merit.
that's fun.
But the meeting is in the Tower of the Gods. It's in the small amphitheater. And it's everyone here. Gloriosa. Lodi. All the Citadel. Let's just say all the Citadel. Some other people from the city. You're still around.
Fuck Melchior.
We don't get along too well.
No, that's fine.
The meeting place will definitely be one of the places that'll be hollowed.
Okay.
With protection from undead for sure.
No one here's undead, so that's good news.
Yes.
Magnus is invited.
I mean, Finner doesn't give a shit.
Sword.
Finner doesn't care.
And his sword. Augustus.
Mayella. And Augustus. Oh. Is Augustus his new sword? No, wait. Mayella is his sword. She's still alive. Got some
And
rage.
Does that mean that you could play Augustus if you wanted to?
he could have.
Oh.
I left him 2 options.
Frederick's dead, though.
Why did you kill Froderick?
Man, fuck you.
Froderick was dead. Why? Froderick was awesome. I would totally play Froderick.
I may have rolled some things here and there
Man, fuck
in
you.
between weeks. Some of this was random. Roan is down on the floor of the stage, and the amphitheater it's a medium-sized room that could host a couple hundred people. The steps are large enough to sit on like chairs. There's a walkway that goes all the way down like a stadium that has smaller stairs where you can get to the different levels of the amphitheater. And everyone can take their seats. This is the first time Artigan has seen Finner and Mist in a year before all this happened. You made contact recently with them. You've talked to them through either sending or there might be some kind of system worked out where you can send birds. I don't know. Sure, there's a bird system that works somewhat well.
Yeah, and probably people move back and forth through the teleportation circles, I would imagine.
One of the things I'm probably going to end up doing with my wishes is create a creature that can send messages easily.
Of course you are. That's why I'm giving you a week.
You're making a post office?
Yep.
I love it.
To avoid undead.
Making Gmail.
Basically.
Use Wish for Gmail.
Art mail.
Art mail, yeah.
Yeah.
But the meeting hasn't started yet.
Okay. So Finner, I'll run over and I'll be like, Artigan. I'll give you a
Hello,
hug
Finner.
around the waist. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, I'm glad you're doing well. How's your brother? Have you
Oh, yeah. Timmer, he's okay. He was fine. You
That's
know.
good.
Yeah. Us cherry cheeks, we're lucky guys.
As most halflings are.
And we're luckier even than other halflings.
I'm lucky for a human as well.
You know. Well. Yay.
You see someone walk up.
I'm like,
It's a
humans are very
tall,
lucky is what I'm
slender
thinking.
man with a bald head, and it's growing on the sides and the back, and he's got a small goatee. It's good to meet you. My name is Roan. I'm the one that organized this meeting. He reaches down and shakes your hand.
It's nice to meet you, Roan.
It's nice to meet you as well. You are the prince
Mist in the Valley of the Weeping Coast Clan.
of the Weeping Coast clan. It's good to meet you as well.
Indeed.
Are you
It will
with
be.
Roan?
I'm right next to him. Yep.
Have you met my bodyguard, my friend?
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. What's your name? He didn't introduce you.
You have to forgive him. He is very busy man these days.
Right.
My name is Raphael Bissett.
Raphael Bissett.
Correct.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Raphael.
I'll just nod to him. Is it cat guy?
Missed. You already heard it.
Right.
So what are we doing? Is it going to be...
We are waiting for our last guest, Monroe.
Awesome. When is
Feel
he...
free to mingle around or find a seat.
Okay, so Finner will just like walk around talking to people, introducing himself.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Cool.
I'm going to try to pick somebody's pocket.
And it begins.
I'm not even proficient, which makes it great. I don't know. I don't know how that happened.
And the party split 2 ways now.
I mean, just like some random person.
Okay.
22.
Sure. You get a dingy, dirty gold right out of their pocket. It has no use right now.
I'm going to try to put a fresh one back.
Okay.
It'd be like, that was disgusting. Oh, bad. 9. Lucky. 12.
What
You-
weapon did Mist use, by the way?
Look at him.
He has a whip.
He kind of looks down. He's like, "Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't see you there."
No, it's okay. No problem. I pat him on the back.
On the butt?
On the back.
Oh, you reach way up.
Yeah, on the back.
Okay.
No problem.
He continues on.
Cool.
Mist, you kind of just stay reclusive.
I am,
People's golds are disgusting here.
relatively quiet. He's not one who gets into talking the way Finner or even Merritt did. But he is watching you, not in the sense that he's passing any sort of judgment, but he's actively watching you do it.
That's cool. I'll come back and I'm rubbing the dirty gold. I'm like, people's gold's disgusting here. This is a shame. People take care of their gold much better in your kingdom. I'm trying to clean it on my shirt.
Yes. Steal your trinkets if you must.
I mean, of course I must.
What good is that circle of faded gold?
You can't be the best thief that ever lived if you don't steal.
Don't talk about gold coins around our
Yeah.
Do you have Oana with you or no?
I pick Art's pocket and get the Oana coin.
If you decided to bring back
Weird, this
one
one
or
has a
not,
hole.
She would not be attending
she
the
would not
thing.
be at this meeting.
No. Because Magnus is here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
That's
that
why
doesn't matter.
I already thought about that. I will have, if I know that Mist and Finner were going to be attending this meeting.
But you did.
Did I have a lot of advance?
Yes.
Okay. I would have created a item for both of them on our meeting.
Oh, nice.
So, wish I can create an object of up to 25,000 gold piece. That
Holy
isn't
shit.
a magic item. So,
Shit.
Finner will get the largest diamond he's ever seen.
Sweet.
It's
25,000 gold diamond.
25,000 gold item as long as it's not more than 300 feet in any dimension. So
300 feet?
yes.
Oh my god.
So less than a 300-foot diamond.
How do I move it?
Well, it would be,
I don't
if it's
know.
worth 25,000.
Yeah, I don't know how size.
It could be a perfectly cut diamond.
Yeah.
The size of your fist.
Yeah. It's
Like
for
an
Finner,
uncut
it would be
diamond
like
wouldn't be
this
as
probably.
much.
Yeah. Perfectly cut diamond, probably about like this big.
To Finner.
Yeah, to Finner.
Yeah.
What?
So as big as Finner's head.
That's awesome.
So that's what you get. And Mist, I will.
Cantaloupe sized.
For Mist, I will
So
go to the
great.
top of the tower of the gods and create a whip.
Okay.
It's a non-magical whip, but
It was created in the Tower of the Gods where the light of the Ascension was
yes,
basked.
because I remembered he liked weird things like that has a story behind it. So you're gonna get a whip.
A whip,
Not worth 25,000 gold.
a
No,
whip
it's
of
not
the
worth-
Ascension.
Yeah, it is not worth 25,000 gold, but that I don't think mattered to him. It's a item that he has. It's non-magical whip, but
As far as items, I'm going to go over with that in the next week of what you will have had time to acquire.
Okay.
You're in the epic levels now, guys.
Mhm.
Having items is a good thing, and I'm not going to.
I punched for a D10. I took a level of rogue, by the way, because it made the most sense instead of taking the other level of monk, if that's okay.
You do what you need to do.
Okay. So I am proficient in sleight of
I
hand now,
killed
and
your
I know
character.
thieves can't. You did.
You kind of did it, but I kind of did it too. And I don't feel bad.
Let's not talk about it right now.
You're in heaven now.
That's cool.
Everyone eventually takes their seats. Chatter starts to die down. Roan takes the stage. And everyone hushes. Today marks the 1-year anniversary of the Day of Solace. On this day, Zadkiel Merritt Everlight, better known as Merritt the Dawnkeeper, ascended into the heavens. He did this not for himself, not for pride or glory, neither for fame nor worship. He chose this path to secure Lothrune's future. He did this to keep our sons, our daughters, our mothers and fathers, our brothers and sisters safe. The Dawnkeeper rose to ascension to give you and me a fighting chance and a future.
I don't know if he's doing a good job. I'll whisper to you since we're probably sitting next to each other.
When we look
That scares
outside
Twitch.
these city walls, when we see the torn and ravaged lands, when we look upon the individual faces of the army of the dead, we must remember why we choose to continue to exist. We fight for those we love. We fight for life. We fight not just for our own freedom, but the preservation of the very idea of freedom for all generations to follow. I ask that we remember our friends and our family, the ones we've lost, and we keep them in our hearts. Keep them in our thoughts, and when we feel despair or when we feel hopeless, use that to push ourselves that much further. You are who you choose to be. These are the words of our Dawnkeeper. Today I ask that you choose to be the best of you. I ask that we come together and we put aside our differences. As he says that, Yor and Raphael meet eyes once. Magnus remains focused, staring straight, but a lot of heads turn towards him. You guys don't really have any
Why is
encounters with
everyone
him.
looking at him?
You knew who he was, though.
Yeah, but I don't think Fair would give a shit. It's over now. It's done.
Let us choose to work together for our very survival. Otherwise, we will all die alone. And that's where we're going to end it. There will be more to this meeting starting next week. And of course, there will be things that need to be done. Because why would we play if there weren't things that need to be done? And you will work together and not split the party.
It's probably not true.
Do what we can.
Otherwise, you will end up like Deloran.
That might happen.
Where your old character, where your newer character drowned your old character.
Yeah, my one character killed my other, and he died too.
And then your newer character then died. Good thing you had 3.
Right. I had 4,
Yeah, that's
actually.
another thing. You have so many characters. At the moment's notice, you can just pull out a new one. All right. So, chapter 4. Let's do Roses and Thorns real quick. We're going to do a quick one because we got a table to build. So, starting with Brian.
Oh boy. I think that has to. I feel like this has just had a really good feel. This episode, very like emotionally rewarding. But the rose and probably the thorn, mostly the rose though, would have to be the session that we had without anybody else here.
The one-on-one.
The one-on-one
Which, if you want, you can go back and listen to it, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just ask you guys around the table what happened because I'm not going to listen to it.
I know you won't. That's fine. I'm just saying you're not. I'm not trying to keep you out of it.
The short version
good
is
that way.
that Gaziel and Merritt worked out a deal. And Merritt used an old contract signed in blood by both Gaziel and Ramiel as the component cost of
nice.
ascension. And, you know, whatever his motives may have been, Gaziel told Merritt that he had the best chance of claiming a corner of the celestial pantheon that Nerull wouldn't naturally take over. And so he told him to do it, and eventually he did, in exchange for a
piece of the pie.
A piece of the pie. Gaziel is going to try to lay low, but he's going off to those cultist-controlled islands, and he's gonna handle some business, and that's gonna be his corner of the earth.
Which have now been renamed Devil's Isle.
The Devil's
1 year
Isle.
later.
Yeah. So apparently, even if he's keeping a low profile, word got out that all the cultists died horribly.
He did not keep a low profile. And he did claim as part of the world.
Fair enough. He did not keep a low profile.
He tried.
But that was
He really tried.
That was
After a while, he's like, fuck it.
Yeah. Right.
this is really annoying. Yeah, after swatting enough mosquitoes, everyone goes and gets the raid can eventually. And it's like, all right, you know what?
Fuck you guys.
That is the shorthand version. I enjoyed it. Something I've never done, and I would like to do more, but I felt like this might be one of the most pivotal moments of the game.
Yeah, I mean,
And you
considering the
had
way...
the chance to not do it.
Yeah, it wasn't decided even, you know, at least 3/4 of the way through the conversation.
What was behind door number 2?
To not do it.
Not do it. Gaziel
This fight would have
takes
been
a
a lot
tome
easier, I'll tell you that.
and disappears. And
That's what I thought
Gaziel
was
just
gonna
goes off
happen.
and
I
hides,
thought-
tries to hide the tome.
Merritt and Gaziel were
wasn't
going to
gonna
come
use
in
it?
and save us.
I don't think so. If his traits would put him directly in the path of Nerull before he had any strength in the heavenly
Oh, sure.
realm.
So him and Nerull will try to occupy the
Yeah.
same niche, and Nerull will just eat him.
They would just, yeah. So I think he would have tried to hide out, just hold out until something better came along.
Alex.
My thorn would probably be...
I don't think I had a thorn today.
Legendary resistances.
Yeah, legendary resistance is our big one.
They're a beast.
Most of the time, by the time you blow through them, anything that you would try to do to them, it's negated anyway. Everyone else did enough damage to where they're almost dead and trying to run away
That's
anyway.
why they
so.
exist. However,
Yep.
you got him.
I did.
You got Shanir in the end with that 3 that you blew through. You got
Mhm.
all his legendary resistances. He tried to get away. He almost did. And you stuck him to the column.
I think my rose would probably be a mixture of getting 365 wishes and one of our players going up to a god.
He's going to
Like-
come to me next week. I have a 365 list.
Yep.
God, why did I do that?
Or he's going to find one that if you cast it every day for a year becomes permanent. He's like, and we did that 365 times.
I mean,
Yeah.
you do you. You obviously can't break it because I am God,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to let you have fun with it.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to create multiple simulacrums that I'm going to try to experiment with getting outside the boundaries of a wish spell.
With enough time, I feel like you might be able to do it.
And they'll melt, unfortunately, most of them.
Yep. but that's okay because they're just wish machines. That's the real thing. Is I get more than 300.
Sad.
I get more than 365 wishes. I get a wish for every small cream I create as
It's
well.
wishing for more wishes.
Yeah,
And it works.
We'll see how that breaks quickly.
we'll see.
As Nerull took over fate.
Oh.
What he's saying is he's going to nerf the shit out of that.
Yeah, possibly.
We'll see. I'll see what you're trying to do
Yeah.
first. All right. Matt. So you thought Merritt was coming to save you?
Well, yeah, like, I was like, all right, little insider information here for anybody listening. Ryan told us to all create new characters. I did not create a new character. I came in, and
You
then,
almost needed to.
well, I'll tell you what. I guess my thorn would have been like, it was, okay, this is my rose and thorn. That first battle that we were in was so intense for me because we had no spell slots. I didn't know what was going to happen. And then it started, I didn't think Ryan would throw us into battle. I thought today was going to be more of a talk day and I'd get a long rest and everything, but that's not.
You didn't even get a short rest.
I didn't even get a short rest. Gloves were off. Gloves are off now. Gloves are definitely
You've got
off.
a year's rest.
Now I do. So,
You started this battle with like what, 86 hit points? Half your hit points?
yeah. And I went down all the way to 0, and thank God Artigan can do the things he does.
Thank Merritt.
So
That's right.
I think
Thank
that battle was my rose and thorn because it was rose because it was epic and it was awesome, and I got to stab Shanir, and my thorn about it was Ryan's an asshole.
Yes. Done my job. Josh, you're last.
Well, no, I just I feel like I got to play one scene and got killed, which was kind of a bummer. But I don't know. I'm sad Deloran died, but
Well, I guess you gotta play one scene and you died.
Yeah, you sat here all day and you just killed him. That's what you did. Back to my thorn. Ryan's an asshole.
so yeah, I'm a little bit sad about how that worked out.
I did try to get Deloran back for you, but
I appreciate that, but I don't think he probably would come back. So
it's understandable.
You almost got him, which would have been epic, and it would have changed so many things,
well,
depending where you went. Unless you went to try and report back to Magnus after you die, or after you killed Augustus.
no, you can't kill someone's brother and then be like, by the way,
Yeah, he was down to less than 30 hit points. If
Sweet.
you had hit your last attack, you probably would have got him.
Well, thanks for letting me know how close I was. Yeah, so that's what I got for today.
Sweet.
One scene, you killed him twice.
One scene, I killed him twice. We had
You got
we had a
F to the
game.
A, dude. Seriously, I've never, no, that's not right, Ryan. That is not right. This guy comes here. He was early today. First time ever. He was early. He came in. He thought he was going to play Dungeons and Dragons today. Guess what? Guess what he did? He sat here. You sent him out of the room at one point in the game. He didn't even get to listen to half of it.
And he won't.
He got to play 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty fast, actually.
You killed him. You killed him with. You killed him twice. Come on. I'm done, asshole.
And that's why also you got to die.
I see the berserker in you. You just went to level 3.
That was the best. Thank you for that.
I feel bad for Josh.
I feel a little bad when you put it like that, too.
I was pretty pissed about it for a little bit, but
I hope you'll forgive me. I'm
Damn
sorry.
it, dude.
I'm
Forgive
sorry,
him if you
sorry.
can.
Not I'm sorry, not sorry.
And then he comes back and he starts talking a little joyous little halfling, whatever
I
the
thought you were
fuck
done.
he is.
Finner, yeah.
He's not
Nope.
done. That's not done. All right.
And I don't know how to take it. He's like happy now.
I mean, Finner's a happy guy.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
who the
know.
character is.
That's not Josh.
I'm a little bit mad right now, but I mean, you got to play the character.
And then you make him be happy.
I love you guys.
He killed you twice, and now you have to be happy about it. God damn it.
Yeah, well, sometimes there's a difference between how you feel and how the character feels.
that's the way it works. Like there were times where Deloran was like, I'm going to murder everybody. And I was kind of like, oh, I feel sort of bad about it. Now the flip side is happening. Like Finner's like, hey guys, everything's great. And inside I feel kind of like, I sort of want to piss in Ryan's coffee when he's not looking.
Piss my coffee.
So,
You know what, dude? I'll piss in that coffee with you.
let's just take turns if we're going to do it. I don't want to do it at the same time.
The best part is, after this campaign, Josh is going to take over, so I'm sure there'll be some revenge in there somewhere.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's fucked up.
There's this college game I learned. It's called Ookie Cookie.
Fuck.
Really bad.
We're not playing goddamn Wookie Cookie.
I think I'm going to pass.
Like your college friends.
I'm glad I didn't go to college. All right, I'm going to do my Rose and Thorn real quick. I'm going to say my Thorn. I actually thought this might be my Thorn in the beginning, before we even started the game. It was going to be the pacing. I didn't know who to start with, where it was going to end. I figured I'd start with you guys, get the battle set up, and then I figured I'd switch over to Merritt, have the one-on-one. And then I asked Brian if he wanted to take over Augustus and fight Josh mano a mano.
Oh, that would have been kind of fun.
But he declined.
I was trying to read through all of the ridiculous things that he does, and learning it on the fly was like...
And then I thought maybe I could flip back and forth between battles.
Oh, sure.
You guys just...
While you guys
so
fight,
hard.
take a couple rounds.
We don't
These
have a
guys
couple
fight.
rounds.
It was so fast.
It was
You
very
guys
fast.
do lots of damage very fast.
Mm-hmm.
And it was over before it even
Yeah.
Sneak
began.
attacks.
So there was no
Smikes,
like
you guys
switching
are
back
just
and
like,
forth.
Yeah.
Melts.
And that's where my pacing just fell apart, was when it was like stab.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stacy.
So that's going to be my Thorn. I kind of feel bad when you put it that way. Rose.
Everything else.
Well, I wasn't sure how the change is going to be, like going into a new part of the campaign where it's a year later, different characters. You played almost 60 sessions with those characters. I didn't know if he was even going to take up the ascension in the first place. It would have changed much of the game. This fight would have been easier for Raphael and Artigan. Things would have been different, but he did do it. Maybe that's my Rose. He actually did it. I got a player to bring home the devil, make a deal with the devil, and ascend all in one campaign. I feel like that's golden right there.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
You know what my Thorn is? I gave Artigan 365 wishes.
Yeah,
Fuck that
Thorn.
up, yeah.
That's gonna be your Thorn next week, man. Save
Yeah.
that.
Keep an eye out for your cookies this week.
You're making him spit up his coffee.
My goal is to have 300 inspirations for the wishes I did.
Guess what we're having for treats next week?
Josh is like, I brought cookies to build the table, guys. Here's this treat. I'm like, I'm good, man. I'm good. Josh did bring sandwich stuff. Maybe I should pass.
Yeah, I'm like, here, man.
Oh, you know what?
Right.
Let's add that to the list. Dude brought sandwiches while he's working on your fucking table.
Our table.
Our table.
Our table.
For the sake of yelling. Art's your table.
Art table.
Art's table.
Our table.
All right. That was it. We're done ranting. We'll see you guys next week, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
See you next week, everybody.